Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also
Hello?
charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not
You're a grand jury.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy, do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy
They
there.
got the wrong guy. The dog was biting him.
He roughened him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're getting commentary.
Dati mihi angli commentary, verbis Latino. I didn't ask you to interrupt.
Is that correct?
Literally not true.
Oh, for crumb's sake.
Welcome back to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict.
Remember in the beginning when we started 110 years ago?
I do remember. It was a long time ago, Dennis, but there was, we're here now. Kimar, congratulations. You were first in chat today. Everything IP related worldwide is your responsibility. We are punishing you for your promptness. You are the internet owner for the day, responsible to keep it running for the rest of us. So, good riddance. You've won before. You'll win again, I'm sure. You are, in fact, a repeat offender, even a habitual offender in this category. That's all right. The counter's dark. Yes, it says it's not connected to the internet. I wonder why. Maybe if we just go Wi-Fi? Just unplug the internet and see if that fixes it. See if we'll then just sporadically, just on its own, connect to the Wi-Fi and just start working. Could happen. You never know. Turn it off and back on again. Let's see. I think it should just connect on its own to the internet. Maybe. All right, let's go to court, shall we? We're excited to jump down to Las Vegas for our day 6.
I don't like podiums, Your Honor.
Day 6 of the Duane Davis trial. 5 days already behind us, and about 9 days to go, 9 to 10 days to go, depending on the schedule. We're slated to be here for another 2 weeks, so 3 weeks of trial. Just looking at the schedule here to let you know what we expect going forward. Oops, that's not it. Let's see, we have... Today's the 24th, so we're starting at 9:30 today. We're going to go till 5 o'clock. That means we're going to probably have 3 breaks. 1 break in the morning, 1 lunch break, 1 break in the afternoon. Lunch break is probably going to be around 1 o'clock. Noon to 1 o'clock on Pacific time, so 4 o'clock this afternoon. Yes, we'll be working till 8 p.m. tonight. Let's see. Then tomorrow, 9 to 5. Wednesday, 9 to 5. Thursday's going to be the only short day this week. It's going to be noon to 4, so just a little 4-hour window there. And then, once again, 9 to 5 on Friday. Yeah, I saw that, Josh. You found it once it was over. It's weird because I can only go back a certain number of minutes on videos. I mean, I can go back through the whole thing, but it's from present time back, and some people's timers, I guess, show time forward, or it's a little weird, but we might go back and watch it if it's worth it. Otherwise, we'll just laugh and say, good one, Josh, thanks, we missed it. All right, update YouTube. Where are my options? No, that's not it. Let's see if I can get my counter to connect here. Time travel is confusing. If only, I know. It shows it's disconnected. Why is it disconnected? Connect your counter to the internet. Okay. Want to use Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi settings here. We'll try to get this going here. We do like it when it works, so I don't know what I did to break it. Maybe I can do it on my phone. Yeah. Still in the state's case in chief this time. I don't know how many more days. Probably at least three more days would be my guess on how long it's going to be before they turned over to defense. I think defense will put up a case on this one, but we'll see if they do or not. Just trying to get everything lined up here for you. We've got our video and our safety shots, and all right, the good news is we're just waiting for the court to start, and it'll just be a few minutes before we do that. Happy Monday, though, if you're just joining us now. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great one. You're well rested, because we're in for a little something today. I think for sure we're in for something. We had a couple strange occurrences in this trial with outbursts in court, whether it was from a witness or the defendant himself. How we ended last week with him standing up and blurting out to the judge that he's mad as heck and he ain't going to take it anymore. He's sick of this happening and all my personal information being blabbed around. Now my sister's information being blabbed around. We've had break-ins. We've had vandalism. Yeah, that's not cool. And if it continues, we may have issues. You know, watch until midnight. That's 6 hours of live. Then I can catch up. Yeah. You're getting there. You'll get caught up eventually. This case is a little bit late for those of you over on the European side of the world. The other side of the pond. Let's see. Had to spend an hour. Says Bad Mouse Finals. Had to spend an hour on the phone with tech support, my brother, to get my coffee maker fixed. No coffee on Monday is a tragedy in itself. He got it fixed, though, thank goodness. Did he just have you unplug it and plug it back in again? That's what I'm going to try with my Smurl counter really quickly. Just unplug it and plug it back in again. I'll let it just do its thing. It's just, I guess, calibrating right now. All right, he's going back to scruff. I'm gonna grow it in. I normally wait for a long weekend to do it, but I figure why wait until the holiday? Why not have it a little bit filled in by the holiday? So. Other networks, Smurl setup. Okay, we're connected. We're going to connect to the FBI network. Now I need to figure out what the password is. You guys know my Wi-Fi password? Anybody? Just kidding. I think I know it. Okay. I love these Anchor batteries. If you guys have ever used these before, this is the largest Anchor battery I believe you can legally fly with. Something happened on this one, and I have two. Something happened on this one, and now when it gets low, when the battery gets low and it's charging my phone, it it turns around and starts sucking power from my phone instead to charge the battery, to refill it back up once the battery is low. So you can't fully charge the phone because as soon as the battery's out, it turns around and sucks the power back from the phone. Now I'm suddenly down at 10%. I was at 100. I didn't know my phone could charge a power bank. All right. Let's see. Internet. Activity, devices, settings. There we go. Password. Found it. Found it. You were wrong. It is not password. It's connected on Wi-Fi now. Now reconnect to your Wi-Fi network. Connected to the Wi-Fi network. All right. I fixed it, I think. I think it's working. It is what it is. So now YouTube doesn't work. It's okay, we're streaming straight from our switcher. You don't actually need computers to make this all run. All right. Anchor's the best. I love them. I love them, but I wish it didn't. Wish it didn't take a charge from my phone. Oh,
I don't think he's lying yet.
Quick sound check from court. Looks like it's working. We're 1 minute away from when court is supposed to start. And we are back. Now everything's working. Except the counter. It says 147. It should say 122. Documentary dude's going to be on the stand to start off the day. I'm really excited about this trial. I'm really enjoying it. It's got a little more language than I'd prefer, but and I didn't like the copyright claims. But other than that, it was pretty good. We had the 2009 proffer statement by KFD with the investigators Long and Dupree. Speaking of investigators, did you guys see the two officers? Were they out of Arizona? I think it was Arizona that did a traffic stop. They were following a Dodge Challenger, and they said they were following it because it was driving erratically. Well, the Challenger stopped, and the cops rear-ended it, and then they jumped out, didn't turn on their body cam, and they proceeded to break the glass on the driver's side window, drag the driver out the window, tase the passenger, and I think they're showing that we're 29 times the taser was deployed manually during that period. Well, they just got arrested on kidnapping charges and everything, and they're going to be going to court as those two officers. So they broke a lot of rules. Did not report the stop. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. we'll have to keep our eyes peeled to see if they fight that one in court. But it sounds like it sounds bad. What's the best power bank to charge iPhones and iPads? I would have to say Anker's my favorite. With the higher capacity, the Power Plus or whatever it's called, that can charge an iPad or even a MacBook. Did they work for Shug? It sounds like it. Yeah, actual consequences for sure. They're in jail. They're in custody right now. They're each being held on a $100,000 bond, and will be facing charges because you can't do that. And honestly, the way it looks right now is that they were mad that they crashed, and they wanted to take it out on the person they crashed into. And 29 taser deployments times that the stun guns activated. That's not right. It's just not right. They also, I don't know what they did to the guy, but they took the girl and just dropped her on the side of the road without her phone, all by herself. It was just a bad deal. Not official to have the appointment, but I'm cancer-free, Smofio. That's awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's great news. All caught up and ready for court. I prefer my Milwaukee M18 top-off charger. Milwaukee makes some good batteries, good chargers. But use that for your phone to have a USB-C interface. Hope the judge went to a spa. I got my hair cut over the weekend, if you didn't notice. It's my weight loss program. I lost about 1 pound, but it's good. This is a wild trial, and I'm loving it. I think it's going to get wilder. I think it's just ramping up. Tensions are getting higher. The defendant is just as angry now as I think he was when he first heard that his nephew got jumped in the MGM lobby, and he's about to do something about it. I think I'm worried that someone's going to do something that they shouldn't. Yes, charge his phone and tablet. That's cool. Yeah, when it comes to battery chargers, the best one is the one you already own. The next best one, I think, I'm a big fan of Anker, but it's good. Smofio gifted a membership, a celebration of being cancer-free. Oh, that was loud. I'm sorry. That was super loud, but it deserves a celebration. Devin and Daughtry, member for 22 months. OG. Congratulations. Having a really good time with this trial. I am as well. I want to see Shug. Oh, my goodness. Can you imagine if, the stars aligned and he's like, okay, I will testify. And then they call him down, like for rebuttal or something. Actually, I did see you there. I looked over, and you looked at me, and you said, "Shoot him." Yeah. That would be an epic exchange. I don't think they're going to bring P. Diddy. That's going to be a little harder of a transport. Shug would probably be easier than P. Diddy right now, I think. Book Hermit says, this trial has sent me down such a rabbit hole on gangs, which now has led me to mafia. You're just getting started. Yeah, pretty soon you're going to start going into the whole international conspiracy things and get the Kremlin involved. It's going to be great. You've got so much reading to do, Book Hermit. You're going to love it. Stars align. You mean Suge gives up his street loyalty? No way. Yeah, it's not going to happen. We can dream, but it's not going to happen. They're both in prison. I think Suge is closer, right? Don't have to fly him across the country or anything. Are gangs, is this thing still a thing? Gangs, is this still a thing? Yes, very much. As a matter of fact, I was talking to the other day about another funeral shooting in Utah, and that very much has gang involvement. That's a Crip gang. It's a Tongan Crip gang, which it's one of the bigger gangs in Salt Lake. But yep, sadly they are still a thing. I tried to change my name to Diddy Did It, but it said I have to wait 8 days. Oh, yeah. Let's pin this one. Thank you very much, Troy, for this. Funeral shooting, yeah. It seems when one person dies, more people need to die, and it happens. Wildcats, you're asking about my thoughts on Duane Davis and his confessions. I would say his confessions being consistent over time. Even with that weird conversation we heard on tape with his lawyer saying, remember that the story you told before was the truth? Remember how you were going to stick to that truth story and tell the truth now so it matches last time? That weird conversation, which totally sounded illegal to me. I still believe, he was there. I believe he handed the gun off. It works. Okay, here we go. He's here now. We're going to see him come out of the side room here in just a moment. There he is. Ooh, dressed in black with the original tie, paisley tie, with a black shirt. This first time we've seen him in a black shirt. See if his lawyer got the memo and dressed accordingly. Lawyer has the white shirt.
Good morning, everyone. You can all be seated.
You see everybody jump?
We're on record in State versus Davis, C377407. Welcome back, everybody. Anything we need to address outside the presence?
Your Honor, I do have some concern with regards to the state's current presentation of evidence in this case.
Okay.
There was some discussion, I believe, that was on recording. That was something that I did not believe should have been included. Some prior bad act that was in the first, maybe 5 or 6 minutes of the recording that we listened to on Friday. I did not make an objection to that particular point because I was trying to figure out whether it came in under some motion practice prior, and I don't believe it does.
And specifically, what bad act is that?
Is that Mr. Davis is talking specifically about criminal history, and he mentioned something along the lines that he was involved in a shooting, and that it was also because of drugs. We've always known about drugs, that's in his criminal history, but with regards to his reference to a shooting, I think it's highly prejudicial in this case. And I don't know where it's at in there. I was trying to figure out with my people over the weekend where it was exactly, but we don't have this exact recording.
Okay. So in my motion regarding the bad acts and regarding essentially all of the evidence that was going to be admitted in this case, there was a caveat that there would be certain things that would be excluded, that could be redacted out. Was this something you were familiar with in your previous listenings, or it just kind of took you by surprise when you heard it this time?
Well, we don't have the proposed redacted version of this.
There is no redaction done to this whatsoever. There was no request made to redact it, but our motion specifically addressed that his first criminal conviction was a misdemeanor for shooting into the occupied structure.
Can I finish with Mr. Stamft real quick,
Sure.
and then I'll turn to you, Mr. DiGiacomo. Mr. Stamft, go. You may finish.
Oh no, I was listening to Mr. Giacomo. So I mean, to me, I mean, to me, the bigger issue is that, we have this recording now. I mean, obviously, if there's things in there that is potentially going to be a problem, there would be, at least from the state, some effort to reach out to me and say, hey, here are the things that we think that still falls under the purview of what the court order was in this case, and maybe there's some things in here you want to discuss. I would think that would have been a discussion prior to the publication of it. I just presumed that what we were hearing up with this particular witness on Friday was the stuff that we had already heard. The problem is, like I said, there's a reference to a shooting in here, there's a reference to another, I can't remember what the other act is that's in there. But once again, it goes back to the fact that there was some motion practice done on this, and I agree with the court. The other part of the problem is that, we've had reference to the Biggie Smalls murder. The state, in their own motion practice, had indicated that they weren't going to, that the Biggie Smalls murder had nothing to do with the Tupac investigation. And to me,
I think with Mr. Duane Davis had no involvement in the Biggie Smalls. And we've admonished the jury that there is no indication that he has anything to do with that at this point. But ultimately, the nexus of this investigation was such that they were investigated together, for better or for worse.
Right. And I mean, we could sit here and talk words all day with that jury waiting outside, but I think what we're proposing the court to do, what I would propose the court to do, is just have some type of limiting instruction to the jury, in indicating to them you may be hearing other things that are not the focus of this particular investigation of Tupac's murder. Something along those lines. Just a limiting instruction.
Sure. Mr. DiGiacomo, do you have an objection to the limiting instruction?
No, I actually think before every witness, maybe you just read that Tavares instruction to them each time.
So just to remedy what we're talking about now, I'll have Mr. Samp propose a limiting instruction, and then from here on out, given the party's dual request, I'll read the Tavares instruction, unless it's a witness that has nothing to do with, if it were, for example, the gentleman who'd taken the photo. He wouldn't have anything to do with the bad acts that we wouldn't have to read. But if it were anybody else, probably law enforcement at this point, I can read it?
Yes, Judge. Okay. And that, just so that there's complete candor to the court, we did a motion on his prior shooting. It sounds like to me it's not real clear. We didn't do a motion on his 2015 conviction. I didn't realize until it was rolling and you hear it's actually being spoken that he does reference some police contact in 2015, and I do realize he was convicted of that. I didn't know or recognize that was in there. If the court wants to, since we're past that portion where he talks about it, we can have somebody redact the audio so that the one that goes back to the jury removes the reference to the 2015 conviction, because he talks about the last time I was in the feds or the last time I was in prison, and then he mentions 2015.
Okay.
And that has to do with an event that's completely unrelated to our investigation. I just didn't realize, I didn't tie those two together until I heard the audio being played with the transcript running.
Okay. So we'll have that redacted when it does go back in case they spend more time with it. Mr. Samp, what is the proposed instruction that you would like at this time for me to read to the jury when they walk in?
You're asking me to put words together?
Yeah. That's your job. That's
what
you're good at.
It is my job. Here's my famous people.
Okay.
Your Honor,
I'll let Colleen make a proposal.
Yes, Your Honor, I would think it'd be something along the line.
I'm going to let him propose it.
Okay.
Yeah, let me propose it.
All right, then we can have some discussions about what it actually is.
Okay, let him propose it, and then you can object. But I think it's cleaner for the record if he proposes it.
I don't know that it matters for Tavares, but okay.
Huh?
I don't think it matters for the purposes of Tavares, but okay.
This isn't a Tavares instruction. The Tavares instruction's already been determined because this isn't something that's being let in for the purposes that I let in bad acts. This is something that they're asking just to disregard.
That's only the 2015.
Yeah.
The shooting should still come in because the court ruled upon that.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were talking about.
So what is the shooting is there for credibility of the statements of defendant, motive, and identity?
Yes. In his book, he starts off with, my first criminal conviction is shooting into an occupied house, and describes the event. That comes in. What shouldn't come in, and if he wants a limiting instruction on, is the 2015. I don't know if they would want a limiting instruction since we're going to redact the audio before the jury gets it. We'll also redact the transcript before the jury gets it. So I don't know if he wants to draw attention because they may not have caught.
I'm going to let them talk, and then I'll let you guys weigh in.
I do have one other further matter, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm done with this particular issue. The other issue is this. With regards to Mr. Dorsey's testimony, we have a record from Detective Mock, who interviews Mr. Dorsey prior to his testimony. His testimony, though, on the stand really made things a little bit more easier to understand in terms of how his relation is with this case. In essence, what happens is that BET is asked by the district attorney's office to produce documents. Maybe it was through MOG. Maybe MOG is the one who does it. But in either event, BET says, okay, here's what we're going to produce. And they produce the actual finished product as their production. Right. They don't introduce B-rolls. They don't do anything other than that.
Has music.
And they basically said, that's all we've got. I think Mr.
Dramatic recreation.
Diaz, or whatever his name was prior to this, had said something along the same lines that, hey, this is just how they do. The problem with what we're doing now is this. Mr. Dorsey gets up there and testifies, and he says, look, my job, from what I understand, was to listen in to the interview that's being conducted between Mr. Davis and the interviewer, which, whoever that person is. And he's supposed to be there to really sort of make sure that Mr. Davis is not lying or saying something that's off from what he understands the 2008 proper session to be, the recording. Here's the problem with it. At the end of what he does, and what he's proposed now, what the state is now using, is surreptitious recordings in between the official recordings by BET. Now, what does that mean? That means that while Mr. Davis is sitting in that room, he's sitting in that room with the interviewer, and at some point he's going to be asking for breaks. He's going to be asking for time to talk to somebody else, which we understand to be Wayne Higgins, his attorney. Those conversations are not hot mic conversations. They are conversations between attorney and client, and there is a reasonable expectation of privacy there because of the fact that it's done off camera, because BET does not record it. And on top of it, too, that as that's happening, they're talking in a tone, they're not yelling and screaming it out loud, but they're talking in a tone to say, hey, what do we do here, whatever the issues are. I think those parts of this recording that Mr.
This is so late. Why
Dorsey
was this not done pre-trial?
Had done, I think those are parts that need to be included from the jury's understanding. Because here's the thing. I understand he's not a state actor. I understand that it doesn't fall under this idea of, hey, well, he wasn't ordered by a detective to do that, and Dupree is definitely not a detective at this particular point. However, it is still a crime in California to record some of these conversations that they believe is private. Regardless of if we're in a room and having a conversation, if I'm having a conversation with this individual sitting right next to me and I believe that is private, under California law, that is still illegally obtained material.
But ultimately, the remedy for a private actor acting in a nefarious, illegal, whatever you want to call it, way is not exclusion against the state because the state's not the actor doing that. So that was sort of my comment when it was brought up that way. I think the attorney-client privilege argument is definitely more interesting and is new. Or any final word on that before I turn to Mr. DiGiacomo?
Well, I mean, because here's the issue that we have. Right now, what we have is an individual who basically takes his iPhone out, plugs it down on a speaker next to where he's at. He's hiding in a room to avoid detection by Mr. Davis, and he's recording the entire time. You hear other people communicating or having some type of discussion on top of his recording, which means that it's done openly in front of this mic or whatever he's at. He doesn't see a screen or monitor. He doesn't know what is being recorded or not. He just records the whole thing. The concern that I have with it is right now, as we're watching and listening to what's being played by the state, we don't see where exactly it is that they're going to bring in the parts that are not in the transcripts that we have from the recording. That's the official BET offering versus the stuff that they have that would have the additional thing on top of it, the surreptitious recording by Mr. Dorsey.
Okay. State.
Two things. Mr. Dorsey had a transcript of his recordings that has been provided to the defense.
Okay.
And there's a transcript of the official BET recordings, which, if you notice while listening to it, even the BET transcripts does not pick up background conversations or transcribe background conversations between other people when Mr. Diaz is asking questions.
Okay.
Mr. Dorsey will testify, because I specifically had asked him about the attorney-client thing. He will testify at no point in time when Mr. Davis is talking to Mr. Higgins is there not a third party present from E1 Entertainment.
Okay,
so there is no
privileged
communication that occurs between Mr. Davis and his attorney. Even at one point you're going to hear Mr. Davis say, hey, hold on, this is a hot mic.
Let's bring him in and do a short evidentiary hearing then on that issue of attorney-client privilege.
Sure.
Okay.
I assume he's back there.
We'll have Mr. Dorsey come in real quick. We'll have him resworn, and then we'll just proceed on this limited issue outside the presence, and then ultimately I'll make a determination.
It's getting interesting. We already heard it. They're trying.
I understand it's your proffer, but that's what he's going to say, but I'd rather have it fleshed out. Bring in Mr. Dorsey. Just Mr. Dorsey, no jurors. No jurors yet.
I have to say, I love how this judge controls her courtroom. She's very politely told people to sit down and shut up, and got away with it still sounding like she's very nice and smiling through all of it, and does not hold a grudge against anyone. But she has a plan of how this is going to go, and she's following it. I love it. Great judge. I do think that this is days, if not weeks late to bring up this issue. Why are we just now saying, hey, Judge, I don't think this evidence should be allowed to be played in front of the jury. This is something that should be should be decided before the jury was picked.
Hey, Mr. Dorsey, we're going to have you sworn real quick.
Raise your hand. You do solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may be seated. May I have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Yes, it's Michael Dorsey, Michaeldorsey.
All right, thanks for coming back, Mr. Dorsey. I hope you had a good weekend. We just needed to do a quick outside the presence sort of hearing so I can determine the legality of some things that are coming in, okay? Sure. Or not, potentially not coming in. So I'll let Mr. DiGiacomo ask some questions about the issue we brought up.
Mr. Dorsey, I know there's times on this recording where you capture conversations that involve the defendant, Duane Higgins.
Yes.
During those conversations, were they ever alone in a room having a conversation? Was there always a third party present?
I believe they were always in the studio, and there are, I think most of the time you actually hear Mario talking with them. It's like a three-way conversation. So I understand like how privilege works to some extent, and it sounded to me like always he was still in the studio, so didn't go outside into a hallway, and again, you can hear Wayne Higgins talking with him.
And not just Mario Diaz. Isn't there a number of people to do this production that have to be in that room?
Correct. There would have been another producer. There's the sound recordist. There's at least one videographer. There's probably at least a lighting person in there. There's at least a good half dozen people in that room with them.
And at one point, does Mr. Davis make some comment about, hey, careful, this is a hot mic?
He does, yes. He's kind of whispering, this is a hot mic.
So at no point... where you're capturing or recording there's not other people within, and describe the size of the studio.
Sure, it's a very small studio. It's probably a quarter the size of this courtroom.
So it's a very small room with 4 or 5 people in it where he's having this conversation.
That's correct, yes.
And Mr. Dorsey, where are you when these conversations are taking place?
I was in an office down the hall.
Okay, and so you had eyes on the studio the entire time?
I did not have eyes on the studio, no.
Okay.
And how do you know?
You could hear people speaking as to everything that was being said in there?
Yes.
And how were you recording again? Remind me.
I had a pair of headphones, and I had my phone, and I just hit record.
Okay, and so it's essentially the studio audio that you're using.
Exactly, the live audio coming right from the studio. Yes.
So it's a room. Do you know if the studio has signs that they're recording at all times? Like signage that says something like, this is a recording studio. You are things like that.
Yes, recording studios typically have the signs up like that. Plus, of course, he would have signed a release, so he knows he's being recorded.
Okay.
Do you have that release? And
anything further? Sorry, I sort of hijacked that a little bit, Mr. DiGiacomo.
Not from the state.
Mr. Sam, you may cross.
Okay, Mr. Dorsey, you've never met Mr. Davis before.
We've never met. We've seen each other before.
Okay, so on the day of the recording, you made it a point to not run into Mr. Davis, fair?
Correct.
You were actually in this other room.
That's correct.
And you're there just with headphones on.
Yes.
So,
And I saw him walk by. I know
Right.
he's disagreeing with me right now. I watched him go by.
sure, and that's fine.
And he looked at me.
Okay, are you done with the answer?
Yeah, I sure am.
Okay. Now, in terms of your work, I want to make sure I'm clear. Are you working as an employee of BET?
No.
Okay, what are you at that point?
I am a contract employee, work for hire, as a technical consultant for specifically this production. I'm not hired by BET, I'm hired by the production company.
By the production company?
Yes, sir.
And that's Entertainment One?
Entertainment One and Creature Films, like a subsidiary of Entertainment One.
All right. And then in terms of your work with Entertainment One, that was bound with a confidential agreement, right?
Yes.
Do you have proof right now that you're no longer bound to that agreement?
I do. I have a letter from an attorney at Paramount Pictures, which owns BET, approving me sharing my information. And then I also have an email from Mark Ford, the head of Creature Films, also saying he had no objection.
Okay. So in your work with Entertainment One, what you basically do is you have your phone or whatever recording device down
Yes.
next to the monitor in which you're listening to a conversation.
Correct.
You cannot tell us who's where in your recording, correct?
Correct.
You just hear noises, right?
That's right.
Now, in terms of the actual recording itself, as the individuals sitting there, are they sitting with mics on their lapels as they're sitting there being interviewed by that person?
What you mean, the person conducting the interview, is he wearing a mic?
Is he wearing a mic, and is the person that he's interviewing wearing a mic?
I don't know if the Mario Diaz, for example, is conducting the interview. I don't know if he was wearing a lapel mic, but there would be two mics in the room minimum. There would be a lapel mic on Keefe, and then there would be a shotgun mic over him that is kind of capturing everything else in the room.
Right. And so in terms of what you're recording, you don't know, for instance, if the cameras are on and off because you're actually just listening to sound.
That's correct.
And in terms of the interview, you understand that Wayne Higgins was in the room as well as
Yes.
Mr. Davis.
Yes, he was there for the entire first interview, and then he was like 10 minutes late to the second interview.
All right. Now, before we were listening to this, are there any moments at all where Mr. Davis is talking loudly during what you would think would be a private conversation?
Loudly. He's just using a normal indoor voice is what I would say.
Okay. And then when you say that there was this statement that this is a hot mic,
yes,
fair to say that that was a reminder to whoever he's talking to that, hey, this should be kept private.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
So there were times where there was an understanding, or at least an idea, that what they were going to have a conversation about.
There was one time, that was the only time.
Now, after you had recorded what you did in
Yes.
this case, which is the entire thing,
Correct.
you never had his permission to record all of it, right?
I didn't need his permission.
Why?
Because he's there to be recorded. He's got mics on him. He has lights and a camera pointed at him. He's in a production studio. I'm officially hired on as a crew member. I'm allowed to do whatever I want.
No. Let's back up here to make sure I'm clear.
Sure.
You're a crew member, but you don't own the rights to the production itself, right?
Correct.
And you don't own the rights in terms of what the camera angles are or anything along those lines.
That's correct. I could not put this on YouTube and profit from it.
Okay, well, back up here again. I want to make sure I'm clear. Did you take that audio recording that you made and give it to either Entertainment One or any of the subsidiaries in this case?
No.
Okay, so you basically took something that you didn't have permission to take.
That's not true.
Okay, well, back up here. Tell me who you got permission from.
I didn't need permission. Do you understand? There's no permission needed for that. I'm there to do it. I made the recording because he showed up for the first interview, not ready for his interview to be conducted. So I knew it was going to be broken up into 2 days. So I said, I'm going to make a recording of this so that I can make sure we ask the correct follow-up questions when we come back. That's the only reason I made this recording.
But you're not the contract person. You don't have a contract with
I apologize. We're way afield of the
No.
issue that the court has
We're not.
needs to rule upon, and this sounds like cross-examination for a jury.
Oh, I'll get back into it, Jerry. I'm just saying as of right now, Judge, we have a problem because... Thank you. And just to make sure I'm clear, you take that recording, and that's the recording that you're now publishing here for this jury, right?
Publishing, no. Playing for the jury, yes. Publishing it suggests publicly. I'm not putting this out to the public.
That was a legal terminology, but you're playing that for the jury now.
Yes, sir.
Which is open court to the public.
Anything further, State?
Not from the state.
All right. In general, the attorney-client privilege under 49.095 is broken when you speak in front of a third party who's unrelated to the legal team. Here, it appears as though Mario Dorsey and others were potentially present for the conversations. Additionally, the setting of the interview itself does not lend itself to a belief that the conversations would be privileged and or private. It's a recording studio. The purpose is there to be recorded. A release is signed so that the person can be recorded. The entire room is microphoned up. Additionally, there are microphones on the people participating in the interview. In general, this isn't a situation that would lend itself to private conversations. I think based on the testimony, they are not privileged conversations. Circling back to the issue regarding the instruction to the jury, Mr. Sampt, is there anything? Did you want me to reread the Tavares instruction, which I can add something related to the unrelated shooting to? That proposal for that would be this. You have heard testimony regarding drug trafficking, conspiracy, a federal conviction, gang affiliation.
Gang affiliation. Let's go back.
Regarding the instruction to the jury, Mr. Sampt, is there anything? Did you want me to reread the Tavares instruction, which I can add something related to the unrelated shooting to? That proposal for that would be this. You have heard testimony regarding drug trafficking, conspiracy, a federal conviction, gang affiliation, and an unrelated shooting.
Judge, that's not an unrelated shooting. In 2015, he lets the cops come in his house and they find a gun and I think some drugs, and that's what he goes to prison on in 2015. The shooting he's talking about is his teenage shooting that's written about in his book. So Mr. Shams was conflating the two.
Okay.
The 2015, I think.
So how about just instead of federal conviction, prior criminal convictions?
A conviction in 2015? Because that's the only one that wasn't
My
part of the
point
motion.
in saying that it was unrelated is saying that it's unrelated to this incident.
Correct. Unrelated to 2015.
The sound's off. We're going to fix it in just a second.
Okay. So what's your proposal, Mr. Sampt? I saw you had a piece of paper.
Yes, Your Honor. Myself and the defense team worked on a Tavares instruction that says you are instructed that any testimony and or evidence introduced about any unrelated shootings and or murders is not admitted and should not be considered for propensity purposes, but instead for the purposes of motive, intent, or to establish the credibility of defendant's statements.
It's not only not to be considered for propensity, it's not to be considered for any outside thing other than those
Okay, we're
narrow
going to jump back ahead in
exceptions
time.
that we've delineated. Which is looking at it.
Couple seconds, sorry. Had to sync up the audio again.
Almost there, Mr. Dorsey. Give us a minute.
I'm fine.
Okay.
They're reviewing it. The two sides are fighting over this instruction. I disagree with the idea that any conversation held in the recording studio is presumed to be open. He showed up with his lawyer for a reason. Had he showed up without his lawyer and say, no, I've talked to my lawyer, I'm good, that would be different. Obviously, there wouldn't be a conversation to record. I also think that the witness on the stand might not be in the safest legal standing with the recording. I'd want to check with a lawyer about that. It may be illegal to record surreptitiously a conversation, even though it was one that there was permission to record. He did not have that permission to record. It was the parent company. He was taking a separate recording, which was different. I'm surprised he didn't consult with a lawyer. Maybe he has consulted with a lawyer before offering this testimony. It wasn't work product because BET had all that and they used it.
Let's see if you can read it, Judge.
This was just for himself.
Some Benu's, some Colleen's handwriting.
God, guys. You should both be doctors here.
I know. I'll rewrite it for you.
No, it's okay.
You sure?
I think I got
His
it.
excuse also makes no sense.
Have a little.
Because he was only recording through BET, the studio's audio system. So they have to get it first for him to get it. Sorry to say, I was recording to make sure they were doing it
Okay,
right.
so this is what I'm going to read. Tell me if there's an objection. You are instructed that any testimony and or evidence introduced about any unrelated shootings and or murders is not admitted and should not be considered by you for propensity or any other purpose. It is admitted only for the purposes of motive, intent, or to establish the credibility of defendant's statements. Any objection?
No.
Perfect. All right, I can read it. So as soon as we bring the jury in, I'll apologize for being a little bit late, my fault, and then I will read them the limiting instruction and we'll get going.
Should we leave Mr. Dorsey on the stand?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
All right, so as soon as that jury's ready to go, we'll go.
PPD's not happy.
Stand for the jury.
Defense
The
tried,
party stipulated to the presence of the jury.
defense tried to keep some audio
May I
out.
see it?
They lost, but they do get the statement read.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a good weekend. I apologize for the delay. We had a legal issue that I did need to decide before we brought you in, so I do appreciate your patience in that matter. There's a limiting instruction that I need to read to you, and then we're going to resume with Mr. Dorsey's testimony. You are instructed that any testimony and or evidence introduced about any unrelated shootings and or murders is not admitted and should not be considered by you for propensity or any other purposes. It is admitted only for the purpose of motive, intent, or to establish the credibility of defendant's statements. All right, Mr. DiGiacomo,
Evidence
Mr.
of other
Dorsey
murders
has already
or
been
shootings.
sworn,
Don't worry
and
about
so
that.
you may proceed.
Mr. Dorsey, in that first portion, the first 35-17, we're about to get back to it. Let me ask you this. After 2019, did you become aware that Mr. Davis published a book?
Yes.
Did you read the book?
I did.
Were there historical facts he provided you in 2017 that were included within that book?
Yes, there were biographical facts from his childhood. They were in both.
And do you recall what those various biographical background, if you could tell the ladies and gentlemen?
Sure. One of the stories was how his first time hanging out with the Crips when he was 9 years old, and he was shooting dice, and his dad drove by and saw him and ended up, punishing him for that. He talked about playing Pop Warner football with Suge Knight, and not just that, but also he talked about going to Suge's house after they would win for parties in their backyard, like pool parties. He talked about a baseball coach at the Compton College who was dealing drugs. I think he was like in middle schooler, and he started running as kind of a courier for that guy. It was his first introduction to the drug game. He talked about being in the Upward Bound program at UCLA, and there may have been one other detail in there, but all details that I've only ever heard in that interview and read in his book. So I conclude that the author could have only gotten those from him.
All right, Judge, I'm going to have to do a little bit to fast forward this to 35-17, I think we were at.
And we put on record. We put on record when you paused it. Did you write that down?
It was 35-17 was where we paused it. And so I'm trying to get there. This program doesn't make it real easy to just jump that far.
Sounds good.
Tell me about it. I get timestamps all the time. It's hard to jump to.
Went a little too far.
Okay. You don't think? Man, my boy Chris was rolling up, rolling up weed. I guess they was.
Sorry, Judge, the transcript won't come up if I don't start it at
the beginning.
Start it over?
I'm not starting it over. I just have to roll from here to wherever we're going. So I'm just going to have to guess, and hopefully we're close.
No, we had ran into him at the House of Blues.
House of Blues.
Sorry. One more time here. We may just have to listen to a little bit more than we...
just that night, seemed like dude stuck his head up my ass on me. You know what I'm saying? He's a special agent in charge, and he made it front of me. It was just that night that dude made my life a little bit. You know, I did a 5.5. He came up here at least 10 times.
I'm going to stop this. Before his interview in 2017, had you ever heard of Special Agent Holiday?
I don't think so. I don't remember hearing much about the federal investigations into him. That was new information to me.
Told the warden, we got up here. He's a serial killer. Like, oh, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Kill them rappers.
Like, how did it, like, evolve? Like, you guys were cool, and then you hung out a lot together?
When these people come to California, usually we meet up and have fun. I was a baller, I had to deal with him. In fact, I was doing better than him back then. You know? Shit. Have fun, man.
Did he ever talk about Shook? Did he ever talk about getting scared?
You fucked up. Is that?
I said, did he ever talk about Shook? Did he ever talk about being scared and like, you know, all the bullshit, going back and forth, the East Coast, West Coast shit?
You talked about that later on in our relationship.
That's right. That's what I mean. Like, you know, when did we get to that spot, that place where you guys were talking about that?
I remember my boy Zip was rolling up, he was going to the club one night, rolling up Green Lake in the neighborhood. His phone was on. He was like, I guess they must have fucking played it. Something, I don't know. He's like, man, let me speak to Keefy. So I got on the phone. What's up, dog? He's like, man, I'm giving a concert out there. You want to tour on the West Coast. That's what we was take school to come out there. I said, why wouldn't
Super
people?
quiet.
He like the big CEO guy. CEO guy. He like, yeah, the big guy. I knew what he was talking about. He was like a cold word and shit. So I guess I was kind of scared of the guy. So we went to the Irvine Meadows. It was something.
Oh, this is Irvine.
He had the hottest song out in the world. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that song was One More Chance. Pulled me in on the stage. Shit was right there. So I came off the stage, he asked me, man, how you know that? Same way I know you. I took it like that. So then, after that, we went to the San Diego concert. Matter of fact, the Dallas Cowboys stayed in the same hotel we stayed in.
It's good, he's telling all the same details as he did 10 years ago.
Amazing. The balls would go all around that mother for the Dallas Cowboys.
Football team,
I was ready for Troy Ayden. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we're going to get you in trouble or not, but the balls were all around the yeah. Then we went to the Anaheim. That was on the Halloween night.
Perfect. Halloween.
Halloween night. We're school there too.
And he'd just give you passes for everyone. Like, everyone would go to concerts.
I would just go get a ticket with the little homies. I was riding in the van. I was on the stage with him every time.
You get to hang out with Big E, obviously, right?
Yeah, Big E was cool. Cool dude and everything like that.
So when did Puffy start talking about, you know, Shook on a real serious level?
You back there? Oh, we already established that.
Yeah.
You know, what'd you say?
I said, when did he start talking about Suge, like, on a real serious level? Puffy.
Oh, being scared of Suge?
Well, or doing something more than that.
I ain't really comfortable talking about that right now. When you see me in that suit, you got me, alright?
Okay.
I really thought that out.
Okay. So let's take a break. Okay. You can go smoke. Can you be back here in 10 minutes? I want to get more before the 2 o'clock.
Deadline?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to give me to my wife. Because she did take me back. You know, I couldn't, I might have not been here.
What do you mean? Do you want me to...
I said I might have not been here for...
Oh, of course, yeah. But she's not down. She's
shit.
not down there with you, right? She's in the hotel.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like...
Well, I got to take care of her.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
After lunch, we'll do a little more, and then you're done. Okay?
All right. I'm going to smoke with you.
Is that cool?
Fans is watching. Fans is watching.
Mr. Dorsey, is that an example where maybe the tape was running before you now restart the recorder?
Correct, yeah.
And that is 3532.
Okay.
Get rid of this problem.
Can you tell me what he told you? His exact words, do you remember?
We're going to do that on the next one. I have that pretty soon on. All right?
All right. Hold on. So, say it in your own words then, not his words. What did he ask you to do? To say it in your own words then, not his words. What did he want?
I guess he wanted to get rid of them dudes, his problems. He get rid of his problems. Yeah.
And who were his problems?
CEO, the big guy. Yeah.
And when did? Yeah, because you said hit him up was a big deal for him, right? Like that was Tupac too.
Man, that was totally disrespect. You don't think so?
Yeah, I told you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think he even said something about us. To me, he didn't say our name, but he said whoever down with him, fuck them too. I'm like, damn.
And so you guys were cool with that, with helping him.
No, we had ran into him at the House of Blues. This is Pop. Ran into him at the House of Blues. Him and the guy Big Sight, the Outlaws. And he had just made that record. Long Beach and Rose band. So one of the homies went up here and
shut the fuck up.
Put him in a little thing right here. Saying, man, you know what the fuck that mean? Long Beach and Rose band? He's like, no, I'm just rapping. And Sight's like, yeah, he's just rapping, man. You don't know nothing about that stuff with blood, motherfucker. Stop, brother. So, he was kind of scared that night. You know what I'm saying? And we go out in the parking lot and whoop about 5 motherfuckers' asses. You know what I'm saying? And got into it with some dudes out there in the parking lot. And he's in that shit. He's like, yo, them dudes ain't no joke.
Sorry about that, guys. So how much did Puffy offer you? How much did Puff offer you? Wayne's gonna give the green light, right?
I'll have a good answer for you when I have one that suit on. I'm gonna take it through for you. Exactly, you know what I'm saying? Correct.
But he offered you. Can you just say he offered us some money or something like that? Can you say that it was money at least?
Yeah, it was money. Yeah, offered us money. Yeah. Yeah, he was kind of scared of that. He was really scared of the dudes. You know what I'm saying? Because Puff wasn't no game. He was out of college and all that, performing arts school and all that shit. He ain't with that street life. But the really beef he should have had was it should have been with Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang them the one was doing the damn after the pool at the Shorts concert. They was calling you out. You two was picking some fucking kids, junior mafia. These are kids. You a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? Push his weight around.
Typing is so.
That's because Tupac was having that shit.
Lit.
Biggie.
Yeah, he was lit.
So Suge hooked up with Tupac and said, alright, we're going against this.
This before he got out of jail, though. Remember the Source Awards? He's like, every once in a while, like, you ain't got no love for two, you ain't got no love for the West Coast. Remember saying that? Yeah. All that shit really, I feel it was a jealousy thing. He should have just been happy, Suge should have been happy. You making money, and this dude's making money. Be proud of each other, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, you want to bring each other down for?
So why'd you want to get involved in that?
I didn't want to get involved in that shit. They brought it to us. Bring something to the gangsters. I told you that earlier. It's a cap pill.
Yeah, I hear you. Is it true that Biggie and those guys from Bad Boy used to hang out?
They never been caught. All lies.
Never.
Really, it's they had some bad cops around shit.
I read something about them hanging out at your girl's house in California. Is true.
They never
no pictures of that?
never hung out there. Promise. You know what I'm saying?
So let's cut to let's talk about Orlando. We have 10 minutes before we cut out for lunch. So I want to know like who your nephew is. Like, you know, not a lot of stuff to know about. You know, who is he? How old is he? What kind of family? Tell me a little bit about him.
Yeah.
Who are we talking about?
He's well respected, intelligent.
Who, Orlando?
Orlando. My nephew Orlando. Well respected, good student in school. Everybody loved him. You know what I'm saying? He's just like a guy. Everybody loved him. And he liked the Tupac too. You know,
so what got him involved in gang life? Yeah, was he involved in gang life at all?
He wasn't no gang.
Yeah, that's cool.
Told you there's a difference between gangster and gang.
You want to talk to me about what happened in that Lakewood Mall with Trevor Lane? Thing about the chain?
I wasn't there.
Yeah, I know, but you can tell me the story because, there's only so many people who know it.
The guy, one of my little homies, wanted to play college football. He was on scholarship. He was at the we wanted to help him get some stuff, like tennis shoes and sweats and clothes and stuff so he can go send them to college. So he was there waiting on it. And then the homies come up there. And Trayvon, the three Death Row guys were there. I guess they was mad dog talking shit to him and shit like that. Shit. Some homies came to the door, he seen them.
Nice.
First thing he did was sock the dude and snatch this chain. I never snatched that guy's chain. Never. Marcus snatched his chain. Chains wasn't worth fucking for $300. Petty ass bullshit ass chain. Just smash a little, it was like this. That fucking chain, talking about this bounty and that little punk ass chain. Yeah.
There's a bounty on it.
Yeah, that little punk ass chains on me, come on.
So he didn't do it?
Orlando did not snatch that man chain.
So why is it that Tupac then saw him and said, that's the guy who snatched my chain?
All this stuff was building up. It just went from the mall. One day we was on Sunset. Suge pulled up in this Rolls Royce. Him, Snoop Dogg was in the black one. Tupac was in the white one. I think we was at the Roxy. That's where we went there. And he pulled up in their Rolls Royces. Just bought 30, 40 clips out there. And listen, he got that DVD. Oh shit. Jumped out his car and talking to me. Sure, you like, is it cracking up here? Like, no, dog. He said, oh, well, Paradise That's his brother. It's a club right there on Hyatt in Santa Monica. Going around there. Shit, when we hit that street there on Santa Monica, some dudes just started shooting. Shot up Sugar's Rolls Royce to the red dot while it was laying in the street. I guess he figured that we was behind that too, you know what I'm saying? We was with you, whatever with you, you know? It's all kind of little different angles on that shit. We just went from there.
So talk to me about, because I'm really interested in knowing about that a little more. Like, how does the gang stuff feature into the story? Like, how was it building? Is I guess what my question is. Like, the mall thing, what you just told me about Suge. What else? What else was like building up?
We seen them brawls at Luna Park, little club on Santa Monica in Robertson. And them brawls just talking shit. And we just kind of pushed them around. We didn't beat their ass, man. Just let them know. Get it fucked up. And this town always been our town. The Crips. They know they out. I just left the state prison, and I was a MAC rep up there. There's 51 Crips, 4 Bloods. You know what I'm saying? So they know they outnumbered and they can't win out here. Crips are more dominant than they are, and they know that.
But what made it kind of tense? Because, you know, before Death Row, there was always tension, right?
Between Crips and Bloods?
Yeah.
Yeah, our neighborhood's always been into it. Because we on the same side of town. You know what I'm saying? Like the Ludus Park, Mob, and Hams. They go against the boys on the laundry. You know what I'm saying? But we always been dominant over there, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's why I don't understand Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, and what's the other dude name? What's the tall, skinny guy that came to Compton the other week? What's that tall dude name? Came to Fruit Town.
Lamar?
No. What's his name? You know that Loving Hollywood show.
The guy who's recording is using his phone that makes tons of noise like this.
Get in trouble out here, go to a state prison, Crips is gonna rape y'all. Justin Bieber, Chris Brown, you know what I'm saying? Y'all tripping on me.
Yo, but I'm just trying to understand what happened back then. Back then, was it that they got cocky? Is that what happened? Because they were with Suge? Is it that they got cocky? Is that what happened? Because they were with Suge?
I guess money get you cocky. I guess money get you cocky. You know what I'm saying? They even beat up a rolling 60 and killed the guy at the club. Said DJ Quick and they jumped on the dude and all that shit. That's what I figured that shooting was about on Santa Monica that day when his hat was in the street I was just telling you about. Damn, I guess they gonna get his ass. Yeah.
So this is more gang related than it's not just East Coast, West Coast.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's some mafia shit, man. Family's still out there. Me? Yeah. Some of that shit happened.
Okay, no, I'll be right there.
I was just a street man, he was just a studio man, business one. The FBI thing we hit there because he stopped being the boss. That's why he jumped on it so fast. They, you know, and I can't really put him out there like that because he's still out there. You know what I'm saying? He's like our families go back since the 30s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there ain't no Harry O either.
Yeah, no. But I mean, yeah, Suge might
We in the same boat.
Suge might be in jail for the rest of his life.
Yeah, you right. No, I think the police in this stuff,
good.
All of them gonna get around. All them crooked cops and shit, we was really up against it, homie. One of the city of Compton, they got Reggie, right? Reggie Jr., Sergeant Reynolds, the mayor, all these dirty motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? So we was gonna eventually have to have some shootouts with them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It just got busted too, man. I loved it. I like, yeah! They didn't get the main one though. They didn't get the main fucking dude. He just running around. He's still a job too.
They got Reggie and his dad.
Huh?
They got Reggie and his dad.
I said they didn't get the main one. His name Reynolds.
Oh, really?
Sergeant Reynolds. Pulled over my 60 keys. He's making my life miserable over. Clients and fraud. Getting jealous of fraud, man. Dirty. They didn't get his ass.
That precinct was dirty as fuck.
Yes, it was. And we was lived out there with him. Even the mayor, his councilman. We up there eating at IHOP in Lane. And here come the mayor. Man, you better sit your ass down, fool, and kill your ass. You know what I'm saying? Stupid bitch. You know? That dude was stupid. Wasn't that Bradley? Omar Bradley? Yeah. That dude was stupid on him.
Let's eat some food, man. All right, thank you guys. We're back in 45. Are you leaving?
No. No, my thing about that
You're just there looking dapper?
Wait till you see my suits, homie. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, sure.
You got a big word around? Yeah.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Where were you eating?
Was it?
Just bring it to where we're eating.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Where are we eating? Oh, it's in there. Okay.
Okay. You talking about Craig K's book? Okay. Yeah. Don't say nothing about no people. That's Wayne.
Static is terrible. What happened there? Something got turned off.
Yeah. Went to the liquor bank. Bought us a game, Twist Styles, and...
Once again, Mr. Darcy, and that's around 52 minutes. There's a break where you missed some of the transcript. What the transcript shows.
Yes.
I'm very honest. To go back and drink and shit. Go back and party. Because of the fight and shit.
And then what happened?
What is that?
Then what happened?
Then I'll tell you that when I get on my suit.
Oh, come on. You can tell me a little bit. Just,
What's that?
You know, tell me a little bit of, you know, I mean, this is why we're here. We want to hear the true story of what happened that night. So.
Yeah.
Wayne, we need your permission.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
What? Yeah, I want to talk about that one later.
He's saving the good stuff for when he's going to be wearing his good suit.
You want to go to the aftermath?
Yeah, can you talk about, before the aftermath, can you talk about that, like, generally, just to give me something to work with? And then we can do it again in more detail. Yeah, like a summary.
Well, let me consult with him.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
That's okay. Ray, the guy over there.
I thought we weren't gonna say that, dude.
Okay.
He just trying to switch you. You know, you say make the sense. What?
I'll turn it on there.
But you ain't ready to go.
No. That's okay.
You need to tell him that. So we got to, that's some shit we got to discuss. Hello. Hello?
It's a prank call. Hang up.
Where you about to go? Huh? All right, I'll be through there.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Is that in my pocket?
Just tell him come here for a minute.
You don't have to go into
Listen. We got to consult with the U.S. Attorney. You don't want to get me locked up. You don't want me to locked up. Do you?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we got to consult with him. So by the next time, you know, I didn't. He asked me to come down here last week, but I never did get a chance to talk to him. That's why I wasn't ready for it. But y'all push me, hard. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what I can say and what I can't say. So I got to discuss that because that dude can put me in fucking jail, give me the death penalty. They can give me the death penalty on me. It just wasn't him. He was just fucking. He was just like a fucking. He was like my dessert.
What you say?
You hear me?
Yeah.
It's way more than him.
The thing I think this is an area where he may not. He wants to have his words straight. Right.
So let's do this on the next one.
Okay.
Once I get told with him, and he tell me what you can do. Yeah.
Okay.
You get me locked up.
No, he's still gonna address it. It's just that
We gonna address it. Yeah, I just got to go to sober with him. I didn't want to tell y'all that just morning and stuff like that. The dude said, come talk to him before I do this.
If he didn't do it, why is he afraid of getting the death?
Because if I make him look like an asshole.
That should not be in there. Man, that
But he's gonna address it.
Yeah. Okay.
hearsay.
That's why I wanted to consult with him
that's fine.
first.
Yeah.
Y'all forced me to do this.
So where you want to pick it up? The story.
Where do you want to go right now?
Because he said.
You want to do the aftermath?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You might as well go away.
What?
He's got the man's got to eat.
Real.
Did you? You got food, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing he just said that.
All right, so we're gonna take this. After the fact, after the murder, yeah?
The aftermath.
They called it the aftermath on the album.
We get home. So we on my street. It's about 4:15. Reggie Wright Sr. You know, he was the captain of the Compton Police back then. I guess he must have did his war room with the oncoming shift. As soon as he did that shit, that motherfucker jumped in that police car, came on my motherfucking street, ran the stop sign and everything, doing about 70. Pulled up on the wrong side of the street, jumped out of his car, said, listen here, you motherfucking KPD. You motherfuckers killed my motherfucking son, the belts is coming off. I'm like, man, what the fuck is you talking about? He's like, you heard me, motherfucker. I'm like, damn. So, with my immediate crew, I said, like, they were trying to get into it. Trying to get in. So we got to watch these motherfuckers. So we stopped hanging around there right there. We seen they had the back of the police.
What does he mean by
the tapping noise is the witness texting on the phone he's recording on. You can't stop it.
His son is fucking Suge, man. He's Suge's man. You know what I'm saying? All them, they from the same neighborhood and everything. David, Mac, all them dudes, man. So we really had it rough. So we might have to go to war with the police. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just the gang members. They had the police shit.
Right.
Feel me?
Who else? Was there anybody else after you?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of deranged fans and everything. You know what I'm saying? Shit, some girl might. You know what I'm saying?
When did the cops finally get to you?
No. When we got back, the Moon Man on MTV was like, TVD nephew. So it looked like Suge told from day one. You know what I'm saying? So like that motherfucker told from day one, TVD nephew. Why the fuck do you use my fucking name? You know what I'm saying? I just didn't understand that, you know? TVD nephew. Moon Man coming on every hour. You know the little Moon Man? Like, damn. You know? Kind of fucking nation called me. And said, come meet me. Go to the condo and that's a public. And we met him at the Chevron right there. He's like, dog, I'm going to jail. I said, what? He said, yeah, y'all going to jail, homie. I'm like, no, homie. He like, man, I'm out of here. I ain't seen that motherfucker since that day, you know. So, you know, I kind of hate I met Puff. Somebody destroyed my life. Now these super rich motherfucker ain't even sent me a pair of Sean John drawers or nothing, you know what I'm saying? God damn. Or a noodle while I was in jail. You know what I'm saying? Just left me for dead out here. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't the real fucking, you know what I'm saying? That ain't the way the game go. You know? Shit. Had your back, you ain't have my back, though. You know? Yeah.
When did you talk to police?
What's that?
You gave them a statement at some point, right?
I gave them a statement?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the proffer deal is a statement, no?
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. What's up, man? You just ain't gonna say nothing back there?
I don't have to. You already know what the situation is.
Yeah.
This is part of the same thing. It's like,
You think you said you just
I'm just
gonna
saying,
sit
at some
back
point
there?
you did talk to police. Is that not true?
I think that's what he
Was that
said.
it? Remember what I told you outside? That's why I didn't want to do this today.
Right. Well, I mean,
you know, some shit would give me motherfucking, you know.
Right.
If you say you got a
Yeah.
good
All right, I hear you.
Well, yeah. Dude asked me to meet him last week, but I wasn't able, man. My wife was sick, homie. I could have had all your answers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't want to tell you all my business like that, you know, but force my hand.
I blame Tara.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just see what I can talk to you about that, because a lot of the stuff I have here is about that night. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have all the answers, though. I swear.
So you're not talking about it? Is that what we're saying?
I think.
Can you talk Zip and talking to Puff afterwards?
Zip and Puff?
Yeah, I mean, at some point you needed to talk to them about shit. Is that the same shit?
Yeah.
Was it? Well, did you, so after that happened, did you get in contact with Zip? Coffee?
Me and Zip was together. He was with us at the point.
No, I mean, and afterwards you didn't see him. He didn't come back to LA with you, did he?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh,
We went up to Wingstop, Wings, LA Wings right there on the 3rd and the bread. Right there on the other side where Pink's, you know where Pink's is?
Oh.
They got a LA Wingstop right there on the
He was Zip.
Yeah.
It was Beverly, though. Or
what
Melrose.
did you talk about?
All kind of shit. Money. You know what I'm
Yeah, so that we don't waste our time, can we do something where you can talk to me and then you get approval? You get approval of whether we use it or not? Because otherwise...
We only can answer 3 questions on it. I only go into full detail with you and everything on it.
No, you don't have to do...
Once I get the green light where I'm covered, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't make them look like a goddamn asshole down.
Hussein and Trump now.
So how did you guys lay low afterwards? What'd you guys do?
You want to know the truth? We didn't lay low. We was, after they asked, Mr. Man laid low. He the one who flew out to the Caribbean and shit. But we it's mafia shit, man. Yeah, don't, we didn't lay low. We had to stay sharp, man, because we had to watch out for the police, had to watch out for them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we didn't lay low.
So, I think this you can answer. Why didn't they bring up any charges against Orlando?
Because they can't prove it.
Give it to me in a complete sentence.
Why they didn't bring up the charges? Because I know they can't prove it.
They're asking to speak in a complete sentence because it's the crappiest recording interview ever.
I think it was October the 7th or something like that. They did everybody else. Just so happened, one of my homies, he's a grease trap guy to pick up the old cooking grease. He came, knocked on my door about 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock. Said, KPD, the FBI, and about 100 police is at the donut shop. I told him, wait 1 minute. I grabbed my shoes, I put on my pants, grabbed my shoes and shirt and stuff, left my car and everything. I jumped in the truck with him, told him to drop me off at the Metro Red. I missed the raid by 5 minutes.
Huh.
Otherwise, it would have got me.
Did he say somebody tipped him off?
Mm-hmm. So let's go back to Orlando, because he passed away, unfortunately. So
yeah.
Maybe you can talk about what he did that day without mentioning you. Is that something you feel comfortable doing?
Oh.
Because you can't implicate him. He's dead. There's nothing that can happen.
What's that?
Can you talk about what Orlando did that night?
I just
texted in Vegas, yeah. Without mentioning you at all, just talk about.
He went to the hospital. He went to the hospital to get his shoulder fixed and stuff like that.
No, but I'm talking about before that.
We got to consult. There's 3 questions that stuck on. I got to go consult with this man because
I'm just saying he's not. There's no. Wayne's a lawyer. Wayne, can you confirm that? Can he talk about Orlando without mentioning his name? Without mentioning Keefe's name?
That's what I asked Mario. I said, see if he'll talk. What does he know about what Orlando did that night without including himself in that? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because Orlando's dead. Been dead almost 20 years.
Mm-hmm. Did Orlando go after Tupac that night after the fight?
Huh?
I got to do my job.
No, he didn't go after Tupac.
He did not.
Mm-mm. Man, wait till I get on the suit, man. Keep on. Let's go somewhere else. Want to talk about Paul? Something like that?
What's that? I did. He didn't want to answer, but I'll ask you. Okay. Did you try to get money from Puffy after the fact for the deal that you had arranged with him?
No, because it was hot. You know what I'm saying? You just can't jump out there like that. You have to be smart in this game. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, they'd take your ass down. They would have been to our ass down. You know what I'm saying? And,
so what was your plan?
I seen him about maybe like 6 months later at the House of Blues right there. And he invited us to the Pretty Pictures Museum the night before. And we went up there, fought. He was up there partying. I seen him at the Pretty Pictures Museum. And he like, TBD, the FBI is all over us. You know what I'm saying, if you want to catch our heat, you know what I'm saying? He said they up in this party right now. I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah. So that's why I didn't understand how the fuck Biggie can get killed. You know what I'm saying? If the FBI out around here, you know what I'm saying? Said they up in the party and everything ever since we got off the plane. Like, fuck.
God, I just thought of something I never thought of.
So we'll talk about Biggie in a second, but did you ask him for?
That's why there's
the
no
money
way Keithy and the
that-
Southside Crips killed Biggie.
Was that?
Did you ask him for the
Fucking
money
Puff
that he
Pull
owed
and the
you?
FBI are all over.
No, I didn't.
So the Keith would
shit,
have
we
been
got
like,
the
fuck, the
FBI
FBI are
around,
outside right now,
money,
murder's
bro.
off, we can't kill him right now.
Yeah, of course.
God, I never put that together before.
And what's is it true that there's a rumor going around that Zip got half the money?
That's what the FBI said.
Say it again, because I don't.
That's what the FBI said. That Zip got the money.
Do you believe it?
There's a motherfucker. See Donald Trump, Trump Jr. right now in trouble. And what about fucking emails and shit. Yeah, motherfucker. You know he a motherfucker.
Did you talk to Zip about the money?
No, yeah, man. As soon as I left, I told you that, man, Ted Holiday had his head up my ass on me. I still got invoice from him. You know what I'm saying? Shit, this dude's a motherfucker. He head of the major crime unit, shit. This dude's a motherfucker, dude. You know?
So, but here's the thing. You're not upset about not getting paid? Were you not upset about not getting paid?
It's the time to get paid. I was trying to pick the perfect spot, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just pick the perfect spot.
Perfect spot.
All right, let me just backtrack here for a second.
What does he mean by that?
Yeah, you can switch over. Yeah, he's
gonna
gonna
to talk in this office building.
Yeah, he wants like this.
He wants to be in like a warehouse
He
or
wants
somewhere.
to be like, yeah. He wants to save him. Like his. I don't know if they come up with the spot or what, but yeah, he doesn't want to be here.
Right? What are you gonna do with some money in here?
Right. No, I mean, because you were saying like, yeah, I didn't do it then, I didn't do it. I just want to make sure that, you know, I want to know where your head's at. You had a plan.
I am a kingpin that was making more money than Paul than Will then.
You're picking your spots too.
Yeah.
Right. I hear you.
Playing my cards right. Yeah. Not at all. We was up under a microscope. You know what I'm saying? They got crooked ass Compton police feeding these dudes downtown all the information. You don't understand, homie. Y'all need to be on our fucking side, homie. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on Tupac's side and all these other dudes' side, they should be on our fucking side. We the one who was catching it. Had crooked Compton police, crooked Rampart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They telling them people downtown the LPI shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Yeah, I mean, we was up against it, homie. It's the shit that's coming out right now.
You know, maybe we can talk about that sensitive stuff, like, you know, on the street somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, bring a camera. So, okay, so, give me a second. Yeah.
Go over everything.
Yeah, that's okay.
And he gonna give me the green light.
Right.
Say yes or no.
Is it true that you went to the that Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony for Puffy?
Huh? Where you heard that from?
Him. He said it.
Damn. Yeah. When he got to start. There's too many people, so you couldn't really get close to them.
Oh, good, he confirmed it.
My boys did run into him at a club.
When?
Society will keep it out and all that shit. And I ran into a couple more dudes. And you know, and he like, man, post every quarter post him. He like $20,000 worth of clothes. Like, ain't that a bitch? So a couple of times I called Daddy's house. He never returned my fucking calls or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he was just trying to wash his hands with us, whatever. I fucked him. And that's wrong. That ain't the way it goes, you know what I'm saying? Had your fucking back, supposed to have our fucking back. You know what I'm saying? He don't know what we was up against out here. You know, I hate I took that fucking phone call from his ass. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, we wouldn't have the crooked cops on our ass. We wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Because me and Sugar was friends, motherfucker. We've been knowing each other since we was 9, 10 years old, bitch. I'm tripping, though. Yeah. I'm kind of mad at the dude, dog. You know what I'm talking about, Puffy? Yeah, I'm kind of mad at him. Yeah.
And there was never any, after you stopped trying after a while, there was never any contact.
Yeah, no contact.
Yeah. Why? Let's go to Biggie. So, he invited you to the Peterson Museum, to that vibe party. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said there were too many people there. The feds were there.
Yeah, he said that.
Right. So that wasn't the place at the time, right?
Hell no. The FBI there, they see us together. You know, they put shit together.
But why did you go in the first place?
Why did I go? Because he thought smashing parties on me and all that, you know what I'm saying? We was just literally invited. You know what I'm saying? They kind of needed us. They should have kept us. You know, because probably still be alive today. You know what I'm saying? Instead of talking about the FBI around, I guess you were scared of us. I don't know. The FBI around. I guess the FBI was going to protect it, but it don't look like they protected him because he did. You know? Then 2 or 3 days later, Sergeant Reynolds pulled up talking about, we killed Biggie. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Call the people downtown, crooked cops, man. That's some bullshit, you know? Yeah.
So can you tell me definitively that you had nothing to do with Biggie's murder?
Nothing.
Can you give me a full sentence?
We had nothing to do with no Biggie Smalls murder. Boy, Biggie was our friend. Why would we want to kill our, you know?
Why do you think people thought that?
Because of the money and all this old shit. And then the crooked cops just feed the other day superior's head. You know what I'm saying? Some bullshit. They know they did that shit. You know what I'm saying? So they telling the people downtown, the FBI friends, of course to get the heat up off there. Yeah, man, we was up against it, all. Even the mayor was against us.
I hear you. And when you say the money, you mean the money that was owed from Puffy?
Yeah.
Can you say that?
They're trying to get
for the money that was owed from Puppy. Yeah.
He's such a
That's
bad
why
interviewer.
people thought that you killed Biggie.
Yeah, that's why they thought he killed Biggie. Yeah, he didn't kill no Biggie though.
So why did you
It's a terrible interview.
agree to tell your story after all these years?
I agreed to tell my story.
Yeah, to us. I mean, I know why you told your story to police.
Saved my fucking life, and I was really facing the death penalty. Yeah. Shit. And I just didn't save my life. I saved my whole crew life. You know what I'm saying? They just would have put down like 48 indictments. All my big hitters, all my homies, all my family, even the plugs, even the Colombians. You know what I'm saying? Shit. They had our ass, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, shit. Dude said he was from D.C. Then they used the psychology game on me. You know what I'm saying? Shit. That's how they got me, man.
And to us, why did you want to tell that story to us?
Because I felt we was betrayed. Then, you know, just the way we was done by the crooked cops, the media, everybody, you know what I'm saying? I was wronged. We was wronged, really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dude, they come raid our house. Sugar friends come raid our house, take our guns. You know, that shit wrong, homie. Shit just totally wrong. You know, people think we was lying about the shit. Shit just hit the fan last week. We read you right, senior and junior.
It was wrong if we could take our illegal guns.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, like, because I think you touched on it, but I want to know more about, like, Suge enlisting crooked cops to help him out. What was that about?
I don't know what the fuck it was about. It was smart, though. King move. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know? Shit. What you do in the dark don't come to the light. That shit is for to hit the fan. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Like they say, you ain't bigger than the law. And FBI is a motherfucker. They take your ass down. Shit, I ain't no better than Noriega. I ain't no better than fucking Don Hussein. None of them son of a bitches, you know what I'm saying? John Gotti or none of it. They took them down. I'm a peon to them, you know what I'm saying?
But was that widely known that Suge was hanging around, was like protected by cops?
Hell yeah. Everybody knew that, yeah.
Knew what?
Knew that he was protected by crooked ass cops, son of a dirty motherfuckers. I wish I could tell you everything, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
tell you every fucking thing.
Did that ever give you pause to fuck with Suge? Like, did you ever say, I shouldn't fuck with Suge because, you know, these cops are going to be on my ass afterwards?
You know, I'm more down with my nephew than I am down with Suge. Fuck Suge, for us coming to that. My family, I'm his uncle. I'm here to protect him. You know what I'm saying? And all that.
Was there ever a time where you felt bad about Tupac?
Was it every time I felt bad about it?
Yeah.
I wish it never happened. I lost my plug. You know what I'm saying? Colombian boy left. Went back to Bogota. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hated it happen.
Can you say what? So you wish what hadn't happened?
I wish that never happened to Tupac because shit, it changed my whole fucking life. You know what I'm saying? My plug that I was making all them hundreds of millions with, fucking went to Bogota left, you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to get caught up in our bullshit. And I wish I would have listened to him. I should have jumped on the plane with his ass to Bogota. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, that's my son. And my wife, they on my ass.
We're almost out.
Okay.
What's that? Yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry, you have to repeat it because the phone was ringing.
Okay, about the Bogota?
No. About Tupac. Like, did you ever feel bad? I mean, this is a kid on, in the prime of his life.
They wanted to repeat.
An artist that everyone
just in a
loves.
complete
To me,
sentence.
it was an ignorant kid in the prime of his life doing stupid shit out here.
How so?
Also, he shot the police in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Jumped on my nephew, him and his little gang. You know, you're a rapper. Stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your fucking lane. You're not a gangster. You're a fucking rapper. I told you earlier. Stay in your fucking lane, dude. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing what we doing. You know what I'm saying? So he should have just stayed in his lane. I hate it happened to him. Stuff like that. And, you know, it really changed my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? My plug left. Shit, I met him. I'm out of here. Y'all going to jail. Wish I would have been on the plane with his motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I hate it happen, bro. You know?
If Tupac had not gotten involved with your nephew in the lobby of the MGM, would he still be alive?
I don't know. He ignorant. It's a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? The dude's, you know what I'm saying? I guess he went with that mob, and that shit went through his head on me. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I feel about it. Shit went through his head. And, shit, he was ignorant, so he run into a lot of problems out there trying to be a gang member. You know what I'm saying? But, see, in our community, we try to get up out the gang life. Like try to play sports, rap, stuff like that. Try to get up out the gang life. Our motive is to get up out the gang life. Get us a home. Get us a family. These motherfuckers nowadays is got millions of dollars and join their fucking gang. That shit is backwards. You know what I'm saying? Shit is backwards. Chris Brown, Soulja Boy, Justin Bieber. Better listen. You know what I'm saying? You got all that money. Get away from this bullshit. Because all it leads to is death, penitentiary, and heartaches for your family. You know what I'm saying? People out here, we grew up in this shit. You guys from another town, dude, you need to leave that shit alone. Take it from KBD. Leave that shit alone.
So let me ask that question again. I really like that answer, by the way. I think it's true. It's like everyone's coming, you know.
Yeah, this dude from Virginia, he coming being game members. That's stupid. That's backwards.
So is
the real game members is trying to get up out this shit.
If that shit hadn't happened with Orlando, would you have left it alone that day?
Yes. Me and Sugar's friends. We were friends. We grew up together. Shit would have never happened. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
that shit shouldn't have never happened. Because me and this guy grew up together. We was friends since we was kids. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell you the whole truth about this shit, about the balls.
That's okay, but this brings up a good question. Did Suge know that who he was dealing with Orlando? Did he know that he was your nephew?
I told you, Moon Man came and said, KBD nephew. LA Times, KBD nephew.
No, I don't mean then. I mean before.
What?
Before he kicked him in the head.
I don't know. I think that was a stupid choice. But he did say that night, he told them police that night that KBD nephew, KBD nephew. You know what I'm saying? He did say that. You know what I'm saying? He keep on saying he ain't said nothing. Bitch, you know you said something. You know what I'm saying? Why you use my name? That's what I don't understand. Right. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get me arrested too.
Right.
Yeah.
Orlando had a deal, right? To testify for Suge. Can you talk about that?
What's that?
You heard me. Orlando had a deal to testify for Suge at one point.
You taking all the stories out of my book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make my book no good no more.
Hey, this is good promotion for your book.
What's that?
This is good promotion for your book.
Oh, you know about that too?
You just told me about your book.
No, I'm talking about the meeting.
Oh. I don't know. Is there any truth to that?
What?
That Orlando agreed to a deal to testify for sure?
Okay, all right, sorry. What's that? We not gonna go to that one. Okay. I'm gonna save me something for my motherfucking book. God damn, no surprises. Hey, homie, yeah. You did your work though. I'm not even lying.
Right?
I see.
Well, next time we talk, I'm gonna drill you on those. There's no.
All right.
There's no escaping it. Nora, are we good? Do you have anything? Yeah, you feel comfortable talking about that? She said, can you talk about the hierarchy of maybe like being a caveman? Yeah, like how, how's the structure? Like how's
Codes.
Yeah. You look at me, don't look at her.
Okay. Like the codes of the street. Our game is built through respect and the work you put in. And as far as power, you know what I'm saying? That's the way our game is. You got the double OGs, OBGs, BGs, and the TGs.
Tell him where he was.
And the OTSs and that's where our game is instructed. So I could fall in the double OG, but I was there when the game was instructed. So this way it goes. People you either become a game banger as you get older, or a gangster. Or go to school, or get a job. You know what I'm saying? By 25, that's when you determine whether you're gonna be who you're gonna be. You're gonna be a game banger, a little, you know what I'm saying, drinking, smoking weed and stuff all day long, with your pants hanging down. Or you gonna get a job, you out the game. Or are you gonna become a gangster, you know what I'm saying, for the game. You know, that's where our game is structured, yeah.
Do you think that Suge ran the label like a gang?
Yeah. Yes. He kind of hired all gamers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He hired all gamers.
So who was he in the structure?
Who was Suge in the structure? I guess his money gave him the power. You know what I'm saying? How people listen to him. You know, money is power. You know, and shit, I guess they... Well, we knew he was a bust, the Crips did. I know our side of town did, because we played football with the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I want to go back to the Biggie night. Where were you, and how did you hear the Biggie had died? Your phone's ringing. We're almost done. I got you.
Yeah, she on me.
Just 5 more minutes, I promise.
Okay.
Where were you, and how did you hear that Biggie had died?
I was under the parking garage, and everybody ran back up under the parking garage and said, "They just killed Biggie! They just killed Biggie!" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, damn, that was fucked up. By then, all the LAPDs was there, and I was waiting on my car to get valeted up out of there and shit. Valeted up out of there. Then 3 days later, Punk-ass Compton police and crooked motherfuckers pulled nephew over and said, "You guys killed Pickles too?" No, with us, dog. You know what I'm saying? I was really like the fall guy. To me, fucked over me, man. It fucked over my life.
But they cleared you, right? I mean, you're not.
My life been fucked over ever since, homie. You just don't understand, dude. And I still gotta watch people. You know what I'm saying? To me, they violated my civil rights, my everything, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Did you suspect that somebody was casing the party, Bad Boy?
Casing the party?
Yeah.
You heard about that? Well, you're a motherfucker. Yeah, you did your little work. Yeah, they was up there. The Bloods was there. They came up there. I told Puff and them. You know what I'm saying? I said, y'all be careful. The niggas is up here. And like, all right. And sure enough, it went down. Yeah. Sad. You know, they come up here and get ate up out of it's a zoo out here, a jungle. Y'all coming from that little punk ass town, this boy, the shit, eat your ass up out here, boys. It's gorillas. I mean, this shit is lions and tigers and bears. They will eat up the weak out here.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about Biggie dying since you knew him personally?
Oh, they kind of fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? What fucked me up? When Biggie got killed, kind of fucked me up. I was sad behind it, everything, man. It was fucked up behind it. Then these bullshit ass cops gonna put that out in the media like we did that bullshit just to get the heat up off their ass. You know what I'm saying? But it's all gonna come out. It's coming out every day, homeboy. Believe me. Yeah.
All right, brother. I'm gonna set you.
And my wife, people. All right.
Oh, wait. Just sit here for 20 seconds with no sound. So don't make any sound. You just gotta record the tone of the room.
Need an audio print for just the room sound.
This is room time.
Because you can then take that sound out of the background. That way any room noise, air conditioners, things like that, it's easy to pull.
In room time.
Okay, thanks, man. Oh, yeah, that's a good start.
Because our street.
Wait, stay there. Yeah, sit back. Just do this question real quick. Sorry, I thought you were done. That was your only question before. Okay. So why Baby Lane?
Why did we call him Baby Lane?
Why was Orlando? Yeah, tell me that.
Because he was born on Burrs Lane.
Sorry. Tell me the whole story, like the sentence. Orlando was called Baby Lane because...
Orlando was called Baby Lane because he was born on Burrs Lane. The street, Burrs. And they just called him Lane, short for Orlando. You know, so he took our street name. And his pops was real high in the echelons of our gang.
The echelons.
The founder fathers. So.
And the baby isn't because he had a baby face or anything like that?
Baby Lane. Short for our street.
Right. And Keefy?
Keefy? We had like 3 Keefys in our hood. So they just broke them down. And they just put Keefy D on it.
So they gave you the initials so that they separate you from the others?
Others, yeah. And that shit just went like a wildflower. Blew up, got rich, had all the money, all the women. Don't put that on there. My wife's gonna kill me. Yeah.
Yeah.
You better have my wife deposit for that car too.
This has got to be the last one.
Okay.
What does OG?
Original gangsters, yeah. A double OG is a dude that's been around a while. You know, the founding fathers and stuff. You know,
the original gangsters.
That's where our gang stopped at the double OG. And our youngest gang members is called TSs, Tiny Soldiers. Yeah. But we got like about 6 different generations. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
My wife wants that deposit for that car too. Okay, she is on my, she's crazy.
So why don't you talk to, well, we gotta talk to you.
Call him. I'll
Let's talk on the phone. Right. And then, and if you know, if things get heavy for you, maybe we can just talk about Orlando and then leave it at that.
All right.
But these guys are expecting details from that night.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that dude.
I don't want to put you in the front. Like,
he from the Justice Department is DC, dude.
Yeah.
I swear to God on
me. I hear you.
They had some major players on me, dog. The dude named Michael Terrell. Oh, man. He's a beast. He's a head U.S. attorney of this area. We call his group here. That dude hate me on me, I swear to God.
Yeah. No, like I said, I mean,
come in the room like, y'all not gonna deal with the fucking devil right now.
They're wrapping up right now.
Somebody gonna wind up dead behind this. Like, sir, I swear to God. I swear to God, man. Somebody gonna be, I'll be nice. I'll be good. I'm not the devil.
No, I mean, do what you got to do, and then can we set up a date, Nora? Like an actual date where like there's no misunderstanding. You're here for this. Or we can go out to Vegas and what I wanted to do is for you to take us on the street. Why is that funny? Why is that funny?
With us.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That is funny.
Hey, you know,
let me tell you.
They never, you know.
Like the dude, I seen Rick Ross at the airport. He just couldn't put my face on it. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I know that. He said, bro, I know you from nowhere. I said, you don't want to know who I am, motherfucker. He's like, I know you. I'm like, yeah. You really want to know? Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But
it's the 20th. Like my sister giving her, we giving her a 70th birthday party. Her milestone 70. My sister. That's on the 29th. So I'm gonna be there about 4 days before then. For a whole week.
Okay. Here, you mean?
In California.
Yeah. California.
The 29th of July.
But if we just wanted to come out to Vegas, can we do that too? I mean, I'm not joking about the street stuff. Then you can just tell me on the street. It'll be different than this. Yeah. It'll be less formal.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Time for a break.
Take a short
Let's see, we've been going for about an hour and a half. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, do you guys have to take a restroom break? Anyone? Raise your hand. Okay. If you want to just do maybe another half hour.
Keefe's like, I do.
Perfect.
Oh.
Do you need to use the restroom? Oh, all right. We will have to take our break now. So we will take a recess. During the recess, you are admonished not to talk or converse amongst yourselves or with anyone else on any subject connected with the trial, or read, watch, or listen to any report or commentary on the trial of any person connected to this case by any medium of information, including without limitation, newspaper, television, internet, radio, or form or express any opinion on any subject connected with the trial until it is submitted to you. Please rise for the jury. We'll see you guys back here at, let's say, 11:40. 11:40. We're just going to take a short break.
Yeah. He wants a lunch break. No, you get 10 minutes. All right, that recording, if you've ever edited a video, if you've ever tried to record somebody and make a video out of it, you know why that was a terrible recording. And it's not just the audio. Even if the audio were perfect, imagine in a beautiful sound room, sound panels on the walls, well-placed microphone.
The jury's exited the room.
Levels are good.
When we get back, we can do another 30, 45 minutes or so. We have lunch coming somewhere around noon, so if we were to break now, I don't know if we have enough time to eat.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll be in recess?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, so we'll get two breaks sort of back to back. Even if you had all that audio perfect, great lighting, it was a terrible interview. Because Keefe can't talk. He cannot tell a story in a way that you can take a sentence of his out of context and clip it together and say, this is the part we need. Everything everything you use has to involve the questioner asking the question, which is not what you want. You don't want some figure behind the curtain on your video saying, "And now tell us about this." It's awful. And so they're saying in a complete sentence, use a complete sentence. Can you back up and say, Orlando was called this because, yeah. And they literally have to prompt him with his words, trying to get him to finish. And he's like, because, and then he trails off. You know what I mean? Huh? It's just, it's a terrible, terrible audio, but there's nobody else. Who else are you going to get to tell this story? Everybody else is dead. Keefe's the only one left. And, well, Suge's not talking, right? So yeah, it was terrible, and then of course we're listening to the surreptitiously recorded. Let's see, is this legal? Okay. In 2009, was it legal to? Oh, here we go. Say, stop. Let's do this. I have to do it this way. In 2009 in California, was it legal to surreptitiously record someone without their knowledge? It's going to be interesting. I don't know. Let's see if we can find out what the law is. Sugar already talked, but he didn't talk about this. Use your words. Editors were miracle workers. Yeah, if you look at the BET video that we sort of watched and got the copyright claim on, yeah, it sucked. But if you just watch that and see the little clips they've got, that's all they could use. That's all there was. Those were the usable portions in all that interview that they could use. Now, they got sort of the story, the gist of the situation from him, but he wouldn't wait his turn to talk. He's interrupting. He's talking over people. He doesn't restate sentence. He doesn't formulate his sentence in a complete. You know, you can. There's a way to tell a story, right? If I'm telling you that I went to the grocery store, and I want to use that. You want to use that in the interview? I could say, I was at the grocery store, and I went to the grocery store, but I could also say, I went down to the grocery store to get such and such. You can formulate the words. That's a terrible example. As a matter of fact, don't interview me. That was the worst. There's a way to tell a story, and there's a way to not tell a story in a way that can be retold by anyone other than. Well, it needs somebody other than Keefe to tell this story. That's what they need. They need somebody to interview him and then put it into words so somebody can understand it. You can use your words. Part of the problem is he mumbles. Like, it's inaudible. It's hard to hear what he's saying. That's part of the problem. Part of the problem is that he uses different words, and I would say in some cases the wrong words for the same thing. There's terminology, there's gang terminology that the interviewers didn't understand and most viewers wouldn't understand. Like when he says somebody's going to cap you, that's not take your hat. They're going to bust a cap in you. They're gonna that would be a shooting, is what he's saying. And so when cap you, it's like what's cap you? And then I don't know, the whole OOG. Too bad he didn't just wear a GoPro. That would spell it all out. Mr. Rogers says Mr. Rogers, they say, was the absolute worst interview because he always wanted to ask people about themselves and never talk about himself. Mr. Rogers was amazing. Man was really cool. Before his time. Did some great things. We're talking about Mr. Rogers, the kids' television show. That guy was incredible. If you do a little research on him, he was a double OG. Why did we not think about double OG? Why did Keefe D have to invent double OG? Double OG equals 007, and RAs are double OG 007, the YouTube James Bond of the courtroom true crime gangsta. Tomas Jules, that's hilarious. Everyone knows what Cappy means nowadays, but back then, take this back to 2009. The gang vernacular wasn't as prevalent. We had to literally study it in school to understand what they were talking about. And I was in high school where this music was popular. Oh, let's see. Not Mr. Rogers' Windows. No, we're talking about the Daniel the Tiger one on the trolley. Won't you be my neighbor? Stoop was the D-O-double-G. Yeah, but he wasn't the D-double-O-double-G. Although he should have, because then he could get the double-double in there. Double D, double O, double G. You get triples. It's a zoo out there. Yeah, lions, tigers, and bears. All. They were the real deal down there. I don't know who was talking about, what town the boys came up from, and it was like, this is the real deal. Lions, tigers, and bears. What town were they talking about where they came from? Barb, you're hood. You're hood. You're an OG. You speak the language. Jules, I can't click on that. I was at early childhood education convention forever ago, and the postman on Mr. Rogers, Mr. McFeely, was a speaker. That's cool. I bet he's got some stories. All right, we're in a quick break. We have about, 5 minutes now. 5 minutes from right now. We should be back from this break, and then we're going to continue, and then we're going to have a lunch break. We're going to take that lunch break, so I'll use this break to set up the portal for our afternoon, because we should have a full day go until 5 o'clock Western time, or Pacific time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Let's see, review settings, day 6. That's going to be, let's see, that would be it starting at 3. I think we're going to come back around 4 o'clock. If it works. Yeah, the mention of Omar Bradley. He's talking about the mayor, right? Talking about Mr. Rogers and remembering old times is how I figured I'd hit with some news. I found out today for the first time Dr. Seuss is actually pronounced Seuss to rhyme with voice. Well, while we're at it, he was also not a doctor. He just took that as a pen name. And I think his parents were disappointed in him. I didn't like what his chosen profession was. In 2009, you're not allowed to tape record without consent in California. So wink and smile. Generally illegal to record a confidential communication without the knowledge or consent of all parties involved. Okay, if that was the law, I would say it's a safe bet that Keefe E.D. didn't know that his conversation was being recorded. And if California required all parties to give consent, the witness who's on the stand right now potentially is admitting to a crime. I'm not sure if there's any prosecutor in the state that would want to chase that one back, even if the statute of limitations hadn't run out. But yeah, I don't buy his story of I was doing it for work purposes. I needed my own personal backup on my phone. Oh, the places you'll go, Panda Bear, when you're reading Dr. Seuss or Dr. Seuss. He was reading classic Green Eggs and Ham. That's the only thing I remember from I remember two things from kindergarten. I remember two things from elementary school, pretty much. 3, maybe. 4 now, if I think about it. Kindergarten, the only thing I can remember is we ate green eggs and ham. Like, some parents came in and cooked us green eggs and ham. They tried to feed it to us. What elementary kid, what kindergartner is going to be like, yum, green eggs and ham? I wouldn't touch this stuff. I was like, I do not like them, Sam. I would not do it. That was number 1. Let's see, number 2, 3rd grade, those rubber bead necklaces that were so popular back then. That's when I got one of those when we were having little spit wad wars where we were shooting the rubber beads through the straws at people. And I got one in my ear and ended up shoving it in my ear canal. Didn't get it removed until I was 18. So yeah, it spent a few years in my ear. 4th, well, that was 2nd grade. 3rd grade was the lung demonstration, where they handed out the human smokers' lungs in Ziploc bags for us to pass around and hold. That was traumatic. And they did have the box where they would inflate them and you could like pump them up, and it had lights in there, and they had like a pair of lungs. I don't know whose they were. Somebody donated their lungs to science, and they took them to us, and we passed them around in 3rd grade. This is why you homeschool. You're never going to get human lungs at homeschool. If you are getting human lungs at homeschool, you got a bigger problem. Let's see. There wasn't any expectation of privacy in this. He was literally speaking to be recorded. Yes, but somebody else recording him would be a problem. He had a contract. He had an agreement with Bet, and they made the recording. This other recording, Bet didn't know about. It can't be a sanctioned recording if they don't know about it. It wasn't his job to record. He was there to ask the questions, to fill out the story, and he recorded it on his phone surreptitiously. Didn't even know when they started and stopped. That's how out of the loop he was. And with doing that in a private location, which was in a private building, this was not out on the street. There's no public. The expectation of privacy can be presumed that the police can't just overhear your conversation while he's in there talking. I think that there's a legal issue with the way he recorded it. Time's up. We're going to be back in just a minute. Our school used cow or pig lungs. That would have been better. We had human lungs that we passed around. And they had both healthy lungs and smoker lungs. I'm like, who do you take the healthy lungs from? I thought they harvested them somehow, but I can just tell you, they feel a lot like a package of bologna at the store, maybe bacon. If you need to know, can I change the subject? Sure. Let's talk about the Van de Graaff generator, because that was a fun demonstration that day when they do the big sparks and everyone stands in a circle and you try to shock people and stop their heart, or I don't know what the purpose was, but we did that. How did they get the cows to smoke? They did the lung thing at my school too. It was traveling around all over the place. It was the thing back in the day. So how is it allowed? Probably right now, statute of limitations. It's been 30 years. And plus, if this helps us catch the big fish, the cops overlook. Okay, we're coming back. Hang on. There we go. The cops overlook the little fish that helps them catch the big fish. Why am I feeling up the bologna? Well, Ari told us that's what lungs feel like. Yep. Was it school or the Hunger Games? A little of both. It was survival of the fittest. They got cows to smoke by telling them they look cool. That was camels. Ivan.
Okay. Back on record in State versus Davis, C-377-407. Anything we need to address outside the presence?
No.
Okay, let's bring in the jury. Please rise for the jury.
And they had to get rid of the camel because kids thought the camel smoking looked cool. There's a big stretch. Dude in back, showing off his wingspan. They had to go to the Marlboro Man instead. And I can tell you all about it. You're not missing out. It's not that cool. Watching the jury.
All right, did the party stipulate to the presence of the jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
You may be seated.
We need to get the witness.
Where's Mr. Dorsey?
I assume he's still back there with your camera.
He's missing. While we wait for the witness, the prosecutor wanted to talk to the witness about his testimony over the weekend. The judge had to tell him no. You can't do that.
Up to about 40, 45 minutes.
Okay, we're going to break at 3:30 then, which means we'll come back at 4.
All right, we have Mr. Dorsey back. You're still under oath, sir. Mr. DiGiacomo, you may resume your questioning at this time.
Thank you. Mr. Dorsey, that was the July 17th, 2017 conversation that we just listened to, correct?
It was the first interview, yes.
And then the second interview, and I have a copy of the transcript for you to look at it, was July 28th of 2017. Does that sound accurate?
That sounds right, yes.
We're just going to start playing that, Judge.
We're just going to play.
And that is State's Exhibit number 122.
Okay.
Let's see if they get him to talk a little bit more on this one. He was hesitant on the first one.
Are you moving back, you think, anytime soon? You're going to stay with you don't like, I know you don't.
But your wife's got that business of hers or whatever, right? Yeah.
Better recording.
So she'd have to give it up for you to come back?
Yeah. No, she with a corporation, so they'll move her around.
Oh, that's
Tell
cool.
her to say she won't come back.
Looks good. I mean, I see a white man in the background. Other than that,
I'm gonna get out of here soon.
yeah. Actually, I see a white man's torso in the background.
Sorry.
Where's Tara?
What's that?
Where's Tara?
Who's what?
Where's Tara?
Tara?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen her today. You said she called me and told me that you called her this morning. But I don't think she's in the office, actually.
Look at Mario for 1 second. I just want to make sure your background looks good. We'll be in business.
You're going to be looking at me the whole time, so.
So, Dave, I think it's hitting the whole thing. You want to raise it up a bit.
Better audio.
There we go. Just down. Slay the shoulders, right?
Try. Hey, Eric. Yeah. Oh, well, I'll do this first. What the hell's happening over there?
Just miking him up.
Did you get in touch with him? No, he's not picking up for Nora either. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Excuse me, where's the neck line?
But that's all right, right, Keith? You know what you're going to talk about, right? Do you need him here? He's not picking up.
What?
When that night come, yeah, I did, you know. You know, we already discussed that. I don't know what the fuck you up with.
Me neither. Yeah.
Sometime we want Man.
Where'd he go?
Come on before you start.
I need to wait. I mean, I'm ready to start.
How are you doing? Yeah. Yeah, I just
Can't find the lawyer.
He's like, yeah, I do.
That's all we got. You know, we'll talk a little bit about the fight. I told I'm not. I wasn't comfortable wearing no place though. You know what? Told her that we was in the office that day when we was arguing. I said, if you give me 2 weeks, and she said, I said, I gave you 6 months. And she said, Keith, I got the people here, just shoot this, woo. So I was like, shit, you know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. Oh, you want to go shoot the whole thing again? Yeah. Okay, we can do a little bit of that. Yeah, sure. I mean, but you look great. I have it already. You don't have to go through the entire story. I look great. You look fine. Yeah. To you. To me. To everyone. To everyone who's seen it. Hey, don't release that shit on the internet like they did last time. No, of course not. Who released that shit? I wasn't even working here when I have no idea.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah. You want any work in here? I've been here for 5 weeks. You should.
So he shot like a promo. He came in, before Mario got hired, and shot a promo, and then somebody like BET or somebody leaked it. On the internet.
I actually was here I was here working on
Disaster.
Talk about the other stuff then. We'll get to that. I'm just going to go back to the stuff that we talked about in the other.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we get to that. Yeah. Is everybody ready to start?
Yeah, that was bad.
Can you give me a...
I think this is the last recording we've got. Looks like this one goes for about maybe an hour. Maybe a little less. You see the play bar up on the top, the little play head.
Thank you. Okay, that's happening. Okay, that one. I'm not seeing it. I just told them I thought it was fine. I see.
The one good thing is under 78, this frequency maybe have a lot of pushback. To get the extremities, we got a lot of.
This is all just pre-recording talk.
You can't get a lot of numbers on it.
Let's go. Eric. Yep. That's cool. I'm rolling. Yeah, how you are? Okay, guys, give me a second. I'm just going.
Okay, we got rolling, so everyone please make sure you're listening on sound and vibrate.
So last time when we talked about, you gave me a little bit of your background. Where'd you grow up? What was Compton like when you grew up? Why don't we talk a little bit about that just to get us warmed up?
Okay.
Let me just move my chair up. So remember, you're going to be looking at me, and remember to try to speak
speaking full sentences, right? I'm going to always stop you if you don't do it. So, so I grew up in blah, blah, blah. It was, my neighborhood was this.
Okay. I grew up in Compton. I moved here in 1965. It was all white back then. We was the first black family on the street. It was pretty cool. Then the blacks started moving in like 69, 70, 71. Then, most, hold on.
Sorry. I think it's a computer, yeah. Try. I did. No, now you turn it on.
I'm going to try to boost the frequencies so their voice falls in most often.
Okay, I grew up in Compton, 1965. Moved out there. We was the first black family on the street, literally in the neighborhood. So, blacks started moving in about 69, 70, 71. Most families will have both of their parents, pops and moms and pops. The neighborhood was pretty nice, pretty green grass, and all that. And the gangs came in about 70, 71. And our neighborhood started gangbanging in 1972.
And what affiliation were the gangs?
It was Crips and Bloods. And our neighborhood was U.S. at first.
This is recorded by that phone again.
Crips in 1972.
And you were a good kid, you were telling me, right?
Yes.
Like you were a good student and all that stuff.
Good student,
how did you go? Tell me that, and then tell me how you fell in with gang activity.
I fell in with gangs?
Yeah.
Really, I fell in with gangs. It was a fad around our neighborhood. I was a good student, but I still was a gang member back then. I used to be like the ball boy for Compton College, so I knew older dudes and stuff like that. They gave me more wisdom, as
You played ball with Shakur, right?
Yeah, played Pop Warner football at Greater Compton with Shakur. His dad was a coach and stuff like that.
So you cool dude?
Yeah, he was cool back then. He was like a year younger than us. Him and his cousins played on our team. He was twin, Ronald Dynamite, and Shug. And all three of them played on the team. His dad was a coach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you at some point, you guys were tight, right?
We were just football teammates. Yeah, we used to go to his house. We win the games. Go to his house, go swimming. We used to go to his other uncle house. And Donald house too. We go swimming over there after we win and stuff like that.
So, let me check my notes here. When did you first hear about Death Row?
Death Row?
Yeah, about the label and all that stuff.
1990.
Just tell me in the first sentence.
I heard about Death Row in 1990. Before Suge was even involved.
What was your impression? Like, what were you? Is it true that you were somewhat involved at the beginning with them?
Yes.
Can you explain what that was?
I did the footwork for the project. I really didn't think it was going to work. 2 years later, it came up.
So what was that footwork?
It was the footwork?
Yeah.
Just the footwork, basic footwork.
We have it on camera. You told me about delivering the money and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So can you expand on that?
You say?
Can you tell me about it?
I just did the footwork with the money part. That's one. Yeah, but I can't tell you what I did it for. You know what I'm saying? But I did the footwork for the project.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think maybe Wayne's calling.
Hey, Randy. Can you check to see somebody from the reception is calling me? Oh, he is. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you need to be in here.
Yeah. So, he's not gonna come for him?
He's not gonna come for me? I'll go get him.
No, I'll do it. Let me just finish this thought before we forget it. Like, he can wait for a second. So what, without naming names, what kind of people did you do the footwork for?
Huh?
Without naming names, what kind of people did you do the footwork for?
The bosses.
Yeah, but just, tell me in a full sentence. You did the footwork for...
I did the footwork for bosses. Me and Sugar got the same boss, really. Yeah.
And was it drug money?
Yes, yes it was.
In a full sentence?
Yes, it was drug money.
Yeah, so let me get Wayne.
Such a bad
We
interview.
can step down. Yeah, well, how much time do we have in that?
10 of these rolls.
Okay, let's just keep rolling.
Don't talk to my man. Okay. Okay, hey.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm good. Good job.
I feel everything jiggling.
Why? Why is everything jiggling?
So he in there talking to the dog.
He's not gonna talk if he's not there.
Why he do that every time I'm in there?
What?
He supposed to be in there with me, dog.
Just come in.
What are you what's
creating more headaches?
I don't even know how we got in that conversation. We here, you way to come in. We'll stick to that. That's right. So, to move forward with this shit,
some bullshit, man. I made that happen. And he told my sister that, I swear to God, man. And she sweats me every motherfucking month for rent money. Because he told her that.
Just please come in. Yeah.
I looked through over the door. I said, Shawty, I've been doing this, man.
It makes my life more miserable. Yeah, we're good.
He really crossed me. Nigga, no way in hell he'd let that book come out. He would have been when he said something about my brother.
Uh-oh, he's mad again.
Yeah, surely, huh? Ain't wrong, man. He hooked this up. Yeah, I'm calling y'all. Matter of fact, I didn't even talk to him. I talked to you first about it. No, listen, I know we was already doing his house and all that, spending the night and all that.
Oh, you got out? He's talking to Tara, and Tara has to leave, so he's going to be here in 10 minutes.
Tara got to leave. Okay, I need to talk to her too. I'm going to talk to her.
You
know where she is?
Yeah. What's up, man?
Right, you're just going to
I'll
stop
fill you in. I'll translate.
Where Tara at?
Yeah. Right, basically, yeah. But that's a huge admission from an OG from Compton with verifiable connections to see on camera, yes. Straight from the horse. He's the go-between.
It's be so complicated. It's like a fucking plan.
Nobody's talking to Sugar right now because he's cut off, but no, they fell out. But, certainly not after Tupac's here.
I'll get pushing to get everything going, and then you can kind of figure out.
This is a break in the interview. Apparently the lawyer, they're trying to get the lawyer there.
I mean, I have to get it from them, but I can give it to you.
I signed it. As soon as we get everything done today, we can probably do it.
Well, I wanted to go to Vegas. And,
Do the hero shot.
Yeah.
Yes, right after the hero shot. How much do I 25 G's, right? We probably can do 10 today.
I only have authorization for 5.
I know, but
You can talk.
I'll just take you one.
if you need it.
Because I need a little property.
But if you need, then when we go meet you in Vegas for your hero shots, we'll just bring the other, 26. Does that work? Still want to get some good hero shots. When your check's done,
Hi, Ashley. This is Mario Diaz calling you back. Hi. Good. Okay, cool.
I don't know why they're taking a break. I didn't hear somebody couldn't get in or something. I don't know. I have not heard his voice, but he didn't say much last time either.
Then make a left. It was the wrong path.
Oh, you gotta take the long path.
Hey there, how are you? I'm good. I'm actually, just wanted to play you back real quick because but I'm doing interviews today, so I don't have a lot of time. Tell me.
Which one for you to be joining us for lunch?
How did that get started?
Oh, we had a place called Compton Hydraulics. My brother did, and they used to call up there and ask for lowriders.
Who did?
All kind of entertainers, movie people, and everything. So that's how, called Batman from what's his name, Marcus Houston. Yeah, he called. He used a few of them called. Yeah.
And how did you end up in the video?
I went up.
Well, a crew. Like
I never was in no video. I would never put myself out there like that.
Was it in Orlando in some of the videos too? I feel like I've seen his face in some of the videos.
Not that I know of.
But you guys started, you started hanging out with Puffy and going to concerts. And how did that relationship start?
He called one night.
Who did?
Puff. Puff called one night and asked us was it cool to come out on the West Coast for his concerts. Yeah. And so, Then he came. The first concert we went to was in Irvine at the Summer Gym. And then Suge was there. When they got off the stage, when Biggie did perform, Suge asked me how did I know them guys. I seen he was kind of getting jealous then because Biggie had a hot record back then. Got a One More Chance. And that was the hottest thing going on right there.
So how did you get on stage with those guys?
I knew some New York people that knew them. New York guys. Yeah.
So you were on stage? Doing the performance?
Yes, I was on stage with them, yeah.
I wanted to ask you how that works. Because, they call you guys up to see if it's okay to come to LA. What does that mean? For some of us who don't understand,
No, you hold on.
Yeah.
No, he would call to see if it was cool to come out of LA because he was scared of Suge. And, they had a beef, some shit started in Atlanta or something. Yeah.
So did you guys offer him security? Is that how it went down, or?
No, we ain't no security guards. You know what I'm saying? No, we just went to the concerts with him. I guess he was trying to be slick because we were Crips and his enemies are Bloods. You know what I'm saying? I guess he was being smart. When me and Suge were friends, so I used to go to parties. Everything was Suge. Me and Suge get parties and all that. Clubs, all that.
So at that point, it was still cool.
Yeah, it was
you still
cool.
talk to Suge, no problem. You still talk to, you hung out with Puffy's people, no problem.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
When did it become a problem?
After Atlanta.
I guess when that guy, Big J, got killed in Atlanta.
Tell me about that.
The word on the street was his Puffy bodyguard killed him. Yeah, out there in Atlanta at a party or something.
And then, I want to understand how, Puffy is afraid that Sugar's going to do something, so he calls you guys up, right?
No, he was having a tour that year, that BET tour, and he was just shit. I guess he was paranoid, scared. And he's like, I guess he used the Crips. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So he just called and asked, can we come to the concert?
Right. Did you guys have a good time with him?
Oh, yeah, it was cool. Had a nice time.
All right, so let's go through all the stuff we talked about last time. How many times did you meet Puffy?
How many times have I met Puffy?
Yeah.
Shit, I can't remember. It was so many times I can't remember.
Was there a specific time and place where you guys talked about him being scared?
Shit, at Greenbacks on Sunset.
What happened then?
Shit, you eat upstairs at the deli, and you order your food downstairs. So me and them went downstairs and ordered a couple of champagne bottles. And we talked about it then.
What did he say?
What did he say? Shit, he was just scared of the guy, shit. That's all.
Did he ask you to do something for him?
Shit. Not really. Yeah. But,
He's nodding. He's saying yes.
Okay. Yes, he asked us to do something.
Can you tell me what that is?
I guess he wanted the big guy taken care of. Shit. That's all in shit. I'm not no killer, so shit, I don't know why he was asking me. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Shit. That ain't my line of work. Yeah.
You got a roast beef on sourdough and a side of
How did you
Chardonnay.
meet Puffy initially? Was it through Zip? We talked about who Zip was. Let's dig in a little bit. Who's Zip and how did you meet him?
I mean, Zip. We played a baseball game at our park. It was a different neighborhood, and he happened to be their pitcher. Yeah. Happened to be their pitcher, yeah.
And what was his line of work?
What was his line of work? Well, he was a pimp, and he getting money in the streets.
Plays baseball, and he's a what?
So what? Were you guys in business together?
No, not really.
You just tell me what he did for you in terms of the Puffy relationship. Did he connect you to him? Is that who introduced you?
Yeah, that's who introduced. Yeah.
So can you say that in the computer?
Yeah. Von Zip introduced me to Puff. So I met Puff. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, let me just keep checking my notes here. So once you knew what Puff wanted, did you look for an opportunity to, help him out with his problem?
Oh no, sir. I didn't need the money. I was well off my damn self. Matter of fact, he was just starting out, so my pockets was fatter than his. Okay.
Tell me about your life during that time. Like, what were you? You're putting in a lot of money, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Paint a picture of what that looks like. Like, what was it? How much money were you bringing in? How large were you living?
Do I got to say that?
You can give an idea. You don't have to be like super specific to the dollar amount. Just give me a sense of it.
But About 4.2, 4 million every month. Right now, yeah. It wasn't mine, so. Yeah.
How much did you keep?
About 20%.
So he kept.
So
that's how much I would make. Yeah.
So to you, the money didn't matter.
Yeah.
When things
just
got
shy of
hot
$1 million a
in
month.
Vegas, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But when things got hot in Vegas, was it about the money? You know, when you guys went after Sugar and Tupac?
Really, it seemed like they came after us. Jumped on my nephew at the, yeah. Seemed like they was targeting us. Yes.
No, that's cool.
Okay.
So, let's go back. I'm jumping around a lot. So let's go back to the Puffy thing. After you met with him at Greenblatt's, when did you see him again? The candy? Yes. Yeah.
That's all right.
He can hear the candy going.
Okay. All right.
Either swallow it or spit it out.
It's a terrible.
Okay.
So after you met him at Greenblatt's, did you see him again?
After that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen him a few concerts and stuff like that. Yeah.
And was he still concerned about the beef with Suge?
No, not really. Shit, he had about 50 clips with him. Shit. And he hired some Navy SEALs too. So goddamn, I was like, damn. Yeah.
So just tell me the beginning of that. So Puffy wasn't afraid because?
Oh, Puffy wasn't afraid because he had 50 clips with him. And plus he had about 10 Navy SEALs. Shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about Orlando. Who's Orlando Anderson?
Orlando Anderson is my nephew. My nephew, my best friend, and my son, everything. He's everything to me.
You guys did a lot of stuff together, hung out, chilled out?
He was a youngster, just graduated from high school. And then, they jumped on him, 20-year-old kid, some grown men jumped on the kid. That's my nephew. You know what I'm saying? Seemed like he always picking on some kids. Yeah.
Did he become part of your crew?
No, not really. I would never put my nephew in a position like that to be part of no crew like that.
But he's affiliated with gangs, right? He's affiliated with the Crips. He's not. I've seen pictures of him flashing gang signs.
Well, shit, he grew up over there. That's the culture. Yeah, it's culture over there. Yeah, that's all. He went to school. That's our neighborhood. Period.
So what happened? I want to set the stage for what happened at the lobby of the MGM, right? Somebody saw him and said, "That's the guy who stole my chain," right?
Yeah.
There had been a previous incident at the Lakewood Mall.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what you know about that stuff?
Well, it was a football player. It was a guy, one of my little homeboys named Marcus. He was playing football he was going to play football for Arizona State. And we was up there to buy him some stuff to go play football with. Like shoes, go off to college with, send him off right.
You were there?
No, I wasn't there.
Okay.
But they was there to send him off right, to give him support so he could be all right when he go to college. It just so happened he ran into 3 of the Death Row guys, and he was there by himself. And they was bird dogging him, talking shit to him. Death Row, Smog, Pyru, and all that. So, shit, he jumped off. Marcus, he wasn't no punk. He could fight good, and he was a football player, so he athletic. So he grabbed, he knocked the guy out, grabbed his chains, that's all. We ain't got no bounty on no change. We don't want that little punk ass chain. You know what I'm saying? The little changes. Weren't worth shit.
So so they started it.
They started it, yeah.
And who's Marcus?
Marcus, he was a football player he was from our neighborhood. He was just graduated from Dominguez High School, so he could play football.
And he was there that day with.
He was there at the mall by himself. Then it was 3 guys from Death Row there, from Mile Pie Road. He was bird dogging, talking shit to him, woo, because he had on a little asset that represented our neighborhood. So they was, bird dogging him. Just so my nephew knew happened to come up to the mall.
So he got involved because he saw what was happening, or how did he get there?
How did my nephew get there? No, they was going to meet him up there so he can buy him some stuff. Send him off right to Arizona State. Good athlete. Play strong safety.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get straight. Like, they were together when they encountered the guys from Death Row?
No, Marcus was by himself.
How did Orlando get involved there?
Orlando and his Marcus friend, they just graduated from high school. They all friends, played sports together. They came up to the mall to meet Marcus so they could help him send him off right to college.
No, I understand that, but when the shit started happening, where was Orlando?
He was walking into the mall, walking into the Foot Locker. And Marcus seen his homeboys. Like, we're even now, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And Marcus just took off on him.
I understand.
Knocked the dude through the shoes. Took his little change.
Right.
Snatched his change. Orlando didn't have nothing to do with that fucking change. Period.
Because I understood that there was like a bounty for the chain.
That's bullshit. What? $200, $300 change? Bounty. We didn't need that fucking change.
But, all right, so that's Orlando. We go to Vegas now, all right? In Vegas, you guys go to the fight. Tell me why you went to Vegas.
We was going to the fight, the Mike Tyson fight. We've been going to the fight since like 88, 89. Before rappers was even famous going to the fucking fights. One fight I was at, sitting next door to Mike Douglas. MC Hammer was outside the fucking gate. I mean, trying to get into the motherfucking VIP section. So, yeah, shit. Yeah, I've been going to the fights. Las Vegas, yeah.
And you knew that Sugar's going to be there?
No, not really. I didn't know Sugar was be there. I seen Sugar the day before the fight. Outside in the lobby, he was in their Rolls Royces. And then, shit. I seen him there. He spoke to me and everything. If he had beef, he should have said something there.
So who were you with?
Who were I with?
Yeah.
Shit, he was my homeboys. Yeah, he seen me the day before the fight. And pulled up in his Rolls Royce. Yeah.
And Orlando, obviously.
Yeah, Orlando, I think Orlando was with us too,
All right. So the next thing is you guys went to the fight.
Yes,
right?
we did.
The fight ended quickly.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Is it Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson, yeah. Right. First rounder, yeah.
And you went to eat somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? Tell me what happened after the fight.
We all were sitting in different spots of the arena. Then I told everybody to meet up at the cafe in the MGM. So shit, we all came from. I seen Tupac and Shakur and Duane in the fight. They seen me too. Shit, I went to the cafe. And then some guys, some of my homeboys from East Coast Crips came in there and said, "Hey, homie, the Death Row dude just jumped on your nephew." I go, "Yeah, yeah, that's what happened."
What'd you do then?
I went to look for my nephew, make sure he was all right.
And what happened? Did you find him?
I found him. He said he was cool and stuff. Shoulder was kind of out of place. I asked him, "Do you need to go to the hospital?"
What did he tell you happened?
He said he was rusty. He said Shug and Buntry and them just rusty. Tupac.
Why did it happen?
We had no idea why it happened. I guess when the Lakewood Mall, I guess. But they seen us the day before. The fuck, you know.
So the day before, you're saying that Tupac and Shook both saw you and Orlando?
I don't think Tupac is with him. But
there you go. Because what happened is, I mean, the way I understand it,
Tupac had a hot head and just, trying to take off with somebody, trying to be a gangster. I don't know. I guess he got a hot head for crazy dude.
Well, he claims that the stupid necklace, that's the guy who grabbed the necklace off of his friend.
Yeah. That was a $300 necklace. Yeah.
I know, it's funny, right? Like, this shit is all over about a stupid necklace,
Yes.
People die.
So,
what happened after that?
What happened after that?
Yeah.
Shit, went to the parking lot. Got our cars. And, had a little meeting. And our little homie said they're gonna have a concert at the 662 Club. So I was just gonna confront him and ask him why would he jump on my nephew. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. And then what was the just tell me what the little conference was about. You had a little meeting, so.
What's that?
You said you had a little meeting. What was that meeting about?
No, we were just going to the 662 Club to see do Pac want to get out. You know what I'm saying? Since we friends, me and Shug friends, I just want to see do Pac want to get out. Because I'm quite sure my nephew would knock his ass out. So my nephew athlete, brother.
Okay. And then what happened? You guys went off. Tell me, with as much detail as you can remember, what happened after that?
Yeah, it was like, this has been like, 20 years ago almost. I'll tell you as much as I can. So we went to the store. We went to the 662 Club. We was there about an hour. They never show up. So we left. Started, we went to go party. So we brought some champagne, case of champagne.
Wait, let's take it step by step. So you went to 662 to look for them, and they never showed.
No, we went to see what it was about. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to talk to Shug. Because, I've been knowing him since I was 9 years old, shit. Plus, I helped him get his record business going, shit. You know what I'm saying? You can bite the hand and feed you. Shit.
But so you went into the club and he wasn't there.
No, I never went into the club. I just went in the back where they was gonna come in.
It's lunchtime.
Okay.
I can go another 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, like JDA just said, there was a mix-up with the food, so we're looking at about 15 more minutes.
Okay.
But I can also give them their break and then bring it in 15 minutes. Get you just a natural stopping point and we'll break.
Okay.
So this is it?
This is it.
Okay. All right. We'll take our lunch break now. During this recess, you are admonished not to talk or converse amongst yourselves or with anyone else on any subject connected to the trial, or read, watch, or listen to any report or commentary on the trial of any person connected with this case by any medium of information, including without limitation, newspaper, television, the internet, and radio, or form or express any opinion on any subject connected with the trial until the case is submitted to you. I'll have you guys back here at 1:30. Please rise to the jury.
So we are halfway through the recording. We're almost done, which means we've got about another 45 minutes or so of recording when we come back, if they choose to play it all. Which I think they're going to do, because that's all they got. This is their best evidence.
For the record, the jury has exited the room. Anything we need to address outside the presence?
No, yeah.
Okay, we'll be in recess.
All right, so we are going to lunch. We're going to take a 1 hour lunch. We have a portal that will bring us back here, and we can catch the afternoon. I recommend, if I can make a recommendation for lunch, I would say Excedrin, Advil, Lortab, Percocet, Demerol. No, just whatever is prescribed to you for headaches is probably the best thing to take. This audio is tough to listen to, and it's difficult when you're speaking vocabulary as well. It's a tough interview. I feel for the interviewer. I feel more for the editor who has to put this together. 2 does the trick. I did the ibuprofen for this morning's session. It worked okay. I'll probably switch to acetaminophen for this afternoon. No wonder I'm tired, says Kim. No wonder I'm tired. This is the juice. This is the spice. This is what the state has, and it's all they have to pin this on Keefe D. It has to be his words, and here he is telling this story, or different versions of this story, and everyone's trying to scramble and see which one of them is true. This is not medical advice. Yeah, only the stuff that's prescribed to you is what I said. Follow your doctor's advice. For those of you who are also wearing headphones, let me just say I feel your pain. I'm gonna rest my ears during the lunch. So we're gonna take a break. When we come back, the state's gonna continue trying to convince us that they know that Keefe D was the shot caller on this thing, and we'll see if Keefe D outs himself in one of these recordings or how it goes. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We're almost there. Out of the horse's mouth, straight from the horse's mouth. So all you double OGs, meet back here in half an hour. We're going to portal over to the new one. When you land there, click the like button. That helps you get oriented to everything and find your seat and everything. We'll do that. We'll get back. I think Mrs. R.A. is supposed to be bringing me lunch. I know, because I didn't eat lunch during the last break, and then she came in to say, I'm going out to lunch with a friend. And I'm like, well, I'm hungry, so we'll see what she brings me. I don't know. It might be a loaf of bread and a butter knife, and she says the peanut butter's in the fridge. But either way, we'll be back at 4:30. 1 hour lunch break tonight. When you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better, and please stay safe. We go live again in half an hour. Well, an hour, excuse me. Probably a little bit ahead of time, so we don't miss anything. But we'll see you guys in just a little bit. Alrighty, that does it for me. See you in an hour.
Let's take a short break.
Thank you, sir. You're my new best friend.
Bigger than you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than all of us.
Take it on it.
None of my buttons are working. Hang on. This is the one we want. There we go.